What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with wait, no, it's not just Jeremy. I actually have the Common Sense crew with me tonight. You have all been demanding that we bring the Common Sense crew back. This is going to be our weekly scheduled time and day for the Common Sense crew. Thursday at 8 or 7 p.m. Central Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 5 p.m. Pacific. I think I got all that right. So joining me for the first weekly episode of the Common Sense crew is the illegal immigrant himself, the man that is fixing The Last Jedi, Ivan Ortega. What's up, Ivan?
Hello, White Master Jeremy. Thank you so much for allowing me to stop doing your lawn and come and talk to this room in your house because I live in a cardboard box.
And you know her. She goes on an occasional rant. She does some fencing. She kicks some ass. She takes some names from mindless entertainment. Jesse Milestone. What's up, Jesse?
What is up, everybody? Jeremy, a lot of my loyal subjects know me better as the God Empress, so don't forget that. They might be confused. I also like to point out that in your intro, you completely discriminated against Mountain Time, and so I'd like to see somebody make an account that says discriminating against Mountain Time, Jeremy. That's the newest Jeremy.
Oh, don't give them ideas. We have enough as it is. So, and from that Star Wars girl, the channel known to rant a little bit about Star Wars, do some Resistance reviews, and a live stream that might involve me, it's Anna. Hello, Anna.
I like how you just had to add yourself in there, and you also,
as
gentlemanly as you are, you waited last to introduce the girls. So thank you for that. But hello, everyone, and everyone knows that that's just me messing with Jeremy.
No, look, this is we don't respect women here at Geeks and Gamers. We have to continue with the narrative. I have to show that I'm an egotistical asshole. Because what would the NPCs have to talk about if we didn't give them something negative to run with about Geeks and Gamers and the community we have? But all right, so we've got some things we want to discuss tonight. We're definitely going to talk Star Wars. We're going to take questions from all of you. I don't know how long the show will go. As long as people are tuned in, as long as people want to hear what we have to say, we're here for you. We want to definitely start off with talking about Star Wars because it's obviously something that we talk about all the time. It's something we talk about every day on our channels. It's something all of you want to talk about. And so the first thing I really just want to out of the gate is, can Star Wars be fixed? Because so many people now are saying Star Wars is dead, it's over, I'm done, and I totally understand that thought. I've made videos where I've talked about that there are things that I'm still a little optimistic about. Clearly, Episode 9 is not one of those things anymore, as much as I want to be excited for Episode 9. But there's a lot of projects going on. There's a lot of reports going around. We want to talk about the Chuck Wendig situation. There's a report with The Mandalorian being something that Lucasfilm is putting a lot of emphasis on to maybe rebuild the saga, which, again, if Lucasfilm is so confident and Kathleen Kennedy's done such a good job, why do they need to rebuild it? Why do they need to have the Mandalorian kind of rejuice all of the fandom if it's not dead? You know what I mean? So anyway, let's see. And Jeff the Iron Wolf, thank you for the super chat. And that's shout out to Mindless Entertainment. Did some fill-ins for Jesse, right?
Yes,
is that right?
Did.
Yeah. And what's up, best crew on YouTube? Thank you so much for that. And and Jeff, I did have to smack you around a little bit when you was talking junk on sports with me. Don't talk sports here, but on Twitter, I had to handle you, bro. But we appreciate the compliment and the super chat and what you did for Jessie, because she was probably screaming at me or something, and that's why she lost her voice. Because she does that quite often. Let's see, Jeremy's love Anna's for reals. What? Jeremy's love Anna's for reals. Oh, because of the Jeremy Anna war that's going on Twitter. So, and of course, yes. So the Jeremy's
cut into that. So I know you're not proper Jeremy or anything, but when you spell that out, you would put the S and then the apostrophe after because it's plural Jeremys.
He sent a super chat, and you're already correct. Typical Anna. Typical Anna behavior. No respect for the Jeremys. This is why they're going to lose the battle. This is why they're going to lose the battle. No, that's funny. So the super chat is, I am here to spread peace among the warring factions. Civility is the way forwards. Nothing but peace and love for all. Hashtag no more hashtag cookie gate. So for any, do what?
I said I got my cookies, so they
Yeah,
can't say anything.
she has her
Where
cookies.
are my
So
cookies?
Not here.
So for anybody that wants to know what's going on with that, Anna and I did a few live streams when I was in LA. Everyone seemed to like the Driving Miss Anna live stream, and at one point we went to Walmart. We're live streaming. I was looking for Yoo-Hoo, and she ended up buying some Chips Ahoy Chewy cookies, which are awesome, by the way. I didn't know this, so we're driving around. I look over and I see her eating Chips Ahoy. I'm like, oh my God, can I have a cookie?
No, that's not what happened. I had the box in my lap, and he's like, cookie, and he ate the cookies before I even got to eat my cookies. So don't even lie about that.
So anyway, now there's the Anna accounts and the Jeremy accounts. They're constantly having a battle on Twitter, and it's fantastic. So yeah, good stuff. So that's awesome. All right, so let's jump into this. Star Wars. What's going on with Star Wars? There's so many questions that I could start this off with, but let's just start with the generic version of, can it be fixed? Jesse Milestone, can it be fixed?
Well, all right. Let's think about how we all felt after Revenge of the Sith, right? We're like, God, this is where Star Wars has come to. Fast forward to how we all felt just before The Force Awakens was released. We were all so excited. It was so wonderful. It was so magical. So maybe I think I think best case scenario is Disney lays off the movies. Just no more spin-offs, no more saga, no more nothing. If your shows are working, do them, whatever. If Resistance pans out, great. Obviously we're finishing up the Clone Wars. If the Mandalorian works out, great. The TV shows, they're Star Wars and we get excited about them, but they don't generate the same hype as the movies. So I think if you leave that little, the TV shows are working. Also, they don't seem as interested in making waves in terms of pushing the SJW narrative in the TV shows as much as the movies. So if you have that just sort of sitting down, they're still willing to give this to competent people and make a decent show. That's fine. Hi, Matthew. Sorry, we had a super chat from Matthew McDade. That's all. He's a big fan. That's why. I just felt like calling him out because he's an awesome dude. Yeah, and then you just let the movie just let it go away. Let it go away. Let's all forget about this horrifying era of Star Wars. Give it a decade or so. Bring in some fresh blood, some new talent. Maybe when movie making in Hollywood isn't so much about politicizing everything, and decade and a half, start simmering some new Star Wars ideas and bring back a new movie. That, for me, I think best case scenario, that's how you save Star Wars.
Okay. Good points. Anna, what do you think? Notice I had to let her go, and she's not even ready. If I would have went to Ivan first, it would have been sexist. But obviously I'm joking.
I was going through and dropping links to everyone's channel in the chat, and I was enjoying my cookie, and I thought that Jesse was go longer, so I was listening and paying attention. But yeah,
I can keep going. You guys know I can always keep going.
Well, Anna, and you've been reviewing Resistance, and I haven't seen Resistance at all. I don't know. Yeah, and I don't think anybody else on the panel has seen Resistance yet. So, no. But anyway, what do you think? What do you think, Anna?
Just from the comments on my Resistance videos, it's a majority of people say that my reviews are more entertaining than the show, which I mean, I don't agree with them. Well, maybe in a way I do, but I don't want to sound like cocky, but the show is just boring. It's just bad. So I don't even think that those two can be compared. But it sucks when you don't like the main character. And at least with the Clone Wars, like I told you, I didn't like the first episode of the Clone Wars, even though it was like about Yoda. I wasn't into it with the clones, and it took a while for me to get really into the Clone Wars. But because I knew that what it was leading to, and there was that power behind it, because you know what's going to happen with Anakin, and you want to see what's going to happen between him and Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, and what actually does happen in the Clone Wars. But so now with everything, it's like, okay, well, Luke just took off. Leia and Han were deadbeat parents. Like, what? There's nothing to look forward to. And with the Mandalorians, I think that if they go the route that Rebels did with, you know, going more into like the culture and the dark saber. Well, even though it was supposed to be destroyed, but the little bits that I have learned about Mandalore, I was interested in it, but it was never, you know, the main focus. When they go to Mandalore with the Clone Wars, it was about Obi-Wan and his experience. Then in Rebels, it was about Sabine and her family. So if it's just standalone, I don't know. It's gonna. I hope it's good. I hope it's not just a copy of Iron Man with. I mean, it's Jon Favreau, so I don't know. I mean, I like his movies, but they never really entertain me, if that makes sense. Like, I've seen the Iron Man movies. I can't really tell you what they're about, except he's Iron Man. And then the Jungle Book movie that he just put out, I mean, the animated one was better. But I don't know. I wish that it would be good, but with the people that are in charge right now, like, I don't have faith in them. If somebody else would step up to the plate and do it better and prove that they could do it better, like they were talking about getting the guys who do Game of Thrones. Now, them I have complete confidence in. If they are allowed to take a story and do with it what they want to do, like they did with Game of Thrones, where they kind of had George R. R. Martin just kind of there that would give them notes and stuff on it, or they would talk to him about if what they are doing is right with his view of the story. And look at how amazing Game of Thrones is. I mean, the Battle of the Bastards is one of the best episodes on TV ever. So if it's true that they're going to do a show, then that is what I think will actually be a decent Star Wars film. So I have my faith in them, but everyone else, I'm not expecting to be amazed like I should be. But yeah,
good points. Good points. I do like Jon Favreau a lot, but I agree with you on the Jungle Book. I did not like the live action Jungle Book. It was beautiful, but it was so hollow in terms of story. All right, Ivan, you have watched The Last Jedi about 922 times. Just been a very painful experience. So, what are your thoughts, buddy?
Anything can be fixed. Anything. And I mean that like completely. I was actually thinking about it today. Like, Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes, and when the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire came out, then the second one, everything was great. Then the third one came out, and we know how that went. Then they rebooted it extremely early, in my opinion, and I didn't like the new reboot with Andrew Garfield, nor the first one, not the second one. And I was like, oh my God, Spider-Man is ruined. And I kind of lost interest for a bit. And then they rebooted again, Spider-Man, you know, in Civil War. And the hype came out again because it was well done. And not to say the video game. Now everyone's loving on Spider-Man. I can see the trend. So it just proves that even in a short amount of time, whenever a story is done right, whenever a product is done with care and well made, the audience will react to it. So I'm even if Disney said, you know what, we're gonna reboot the franchise in 2 years or 4 years or something like that with this new story, like we're not even gonna touch on this thing. We're just gonna do this instead, and go about like, you know, like Rogue One type of stories when they're not damaging the original characters and they're just going on depth of the universe. I think even that would be good. So I think it can be saved. They just need to come up with a good product. That's it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we got a couple super chats, so I'm going to knock these out really quick. Darth the Animus says, "Us Annas spit on your piece. All hail original Anna."
Thank you.
And let's see. And I saw Mirror Jeremy. I don't know. He's talking to Animus, and it said, let's see. Attempting offer to be an honorary Anna, but my allegiance lies with Jeremy to Geeks and Gamers at Darth Animus. So I don't know what the offer was, but it better have Yoo-hoo, cookies, cherry Coke, and some Nintendo involved. That's all I'm saying. All right. Matthew McDade, thank you for the super chat. Hi, everyone. And hi, Jesse. That's who you were talking to earlier. Thank you so much for that. Stop calling here at Ivan. No pressure on The Last Jedi edit. You've already brought a huge smile to my face with the trailer alone. Take your time. Be stress-free.
Thank you. And what you got to see was the teaser. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but I'm going to release the full trailer of the re-edit on the night of the Day of the Death, which is November the 1st, going into November the 2nd. That's going to be the trailer, not just the teaser.
And yeah, and stop calling here. That was a really nice super chat. And you know, Ivan's been working his ass off, and I know he greatly appreciates that. And he can't wait to bring you the final edit when it's ready. I can tell you that much. Jeff Chiarelli, so beautiful to see the band back together. Wins the world tour. You know, it might not be too far away, depending on how much traction we can get with this thing. So we know it's going to take a little time to establish this with the time and everything like that. But we hope that the Common Sense crew becomes a big thing here. But bottom line, we got 300 people watching. That's 300 more than we would have had last year at this time. So we're happy that you're all here, and we do this for you. So as long as you guys like what we're doing, we're going to come back every week, and then maybe we can take a world tour at some point. We'll see what happens. Matthew McDade, thank you for the super chat. Since Disney owns Star Wars, does that mean that the holiday special is canon? You know, there's a lot of different language in the agreement. So like Disney owns Star Wars, but they don't have the rights to, the original trilogy, you know what I mean? Or they don't have the rights to air the original trilogy on the streaming service. There's a lot of different language in all these contracts. You can look at the Marvel situation where Disney bought Marvel, but they don't have the rights to certain characters on the East Coast for the theme park. So like at Disney World, they can't really include a lot of the Marvel characters that were written into the contract with Universal prior to the purchase of Disney. So just because Disney owns Star Wars now doesn't mean they own every single right to Star Wars, because there were pre-existing contracts and agreements that basically are grandfathered in. So I don't know where the holiday special ultimately lies in that. At the end of the day, I don't think Disney wants anything to do with the holiday special anyway, but they did give us The Last Jedi. So maybe Kathleen's probably like, guys, we got to get our hands on the holiday special. This will complement The Last Jedi.
I did do that video for Geeks and Gamers a few months ago, where I did a point-for-point comparison of The Last Jedi and the holiday special, and found out that in almost every category, and like I think all but 2 categories, the holiday special is clearly the superior movie.
I mean, we rewatched. I just watched it for the first time with the High Council a few weeks ago, and
I can't believe you've never seen it.
Oh, I tried watching it, and then I got to the porn scene, and I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Still better than the last. I would still rather watch. If you said to me, like, Jesse, you have to watch one of these things today, I would pick the holiday special every time.
Oh yeah, no, me too, 100%. It is better. It is better. There's no doubt about it.
It's just less upsetting.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's a very upsetting movie, but it's still less upsetting.
Yeah, so I don't know where the holiday special ultimately lands, but like I said, there's a lot of details in those contracts. That's why, like, I truly believe that the only reason that Disney reached so far into the Marvel lore to find Guardians of the Galaxy and make that into a movie, it was because Guardians didn't fall into that pre-established agreement, so they can utilize Guardians however they want in the theme parks. So like, which Disneyland isn't affected by it because that's on the West Coast, but, they're going to be doing some things with Guardians in the parks. But like, for instance, well, I think it was Age of Ultron, they put a monorail wrap for Age of Ultron at one of the monorails at Disney World, but they had to put it on the monorail that didn't go to the Magic Kingdom, because of the contract saying the Marvel characters could not enter the park in any capacity, these specific Marvel characters. That's how crazy the agreement was. So it's definitely, and Universal sitting there going like, yo, like, we got Disney's number. We're gonna keep using this against them, because it's a huge competition. Because right now with Universal and Disney, specifically in the Orlando area, it's like WWF versus WCW back in the day with the Monday Night Wars. Like, it's truly a battle, and it's awesome. So competition is good for everybody. So you old school WWF fans know that, because right now it sucks because there's no competition. Okay, Nicholas Glenn. Anna talked to Doomcock. His apologies for dropping the ball on the live stream. He said message him with your free time and he will make it happen.
Aw, that's
excellent.
Nice of him.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
Yeah.
I'm free now.
Yeah, so Doomcock is awesome. We love Doomcock. I've had him on the live stream for Geeks and Gamers. I owe him a live stream, so happy that he and Anna are going to get together. That's going to be awesome. So Star Wars for life. Thank you for the super chat. Hi, Jeremy, Ivan, and Anna, and Jesse. You guys are great. Enjoying the show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I got your message. You said you sent me something else to the P.O. box. You truly are amazing, especially after the last care package you sent, which was overwhelmingly awesome. So thank you so much. NPC Jeremy, droid right. Oh man, the fact there were so many NPC people in the chat before the show started. It was great. It's the best. It's the best meme ever. If you have not seen my video I uploaded earlier today, it's the best thing ever. All right, so let me address this real quick. I knew you guys were going to say something. I took the Playboy clock down. I know. I took the Playboy clock down because I don't know if that's one reason YouTube keeps demonetizing me. I don't think it is, but I'm also not giving them a reason. You know, like they will not give me a reason why they keep demonetizing my NPC videos. They won't do it. So I'm trying everything I can to make it to where I don't give them ammunition. So I know RIP Playboy clock. I know everybody. So Riff Magos says, nice drawing, Anna. Look after your health, Ivan Ivanoski. Or Orteganovich has your back. I barely could say that. So Ivanoski Orteganovich. That's fantastic. That's great. That's great. That's great. That is great. Mega Jetty 1, welcome back to the Common Sense crew. Anyone ever play Final Fantasy VII? Pretty sure nobody else has because they're not gamers, and I've never been a big RPG person. That's a role-playing game, Anna. But
I did play it.
You did? Okay.
I did.
And did you love it? Because that's one of the greats.
I played it when I was when I didn't know English, and I couldn't pass the first level, I think, because everything was in English, and I was in Mexico, and I was so confused, so I couldn't really pass it. So in a way, I haven't played it, but I have.
Is that the one with Cloud?
Yes.
No. Yeah, okay, I know what it is. I watched the, I remember when they started doing this on YouTube, and this is like when I started watching videos on YouTube, and they would do like how they have those like little movie scenes when the character was dying, and somebody did a compilation video of all the characters dying with this dramatic music, and that's all I know about Final Fantasy, but I loved it. So,
I know a couple things about Final Fantasy. One is that there was this might be the only thing I know, is that there was a song. It was the Jacobo Robo song. It was back in like the era of Flash Player, and it was to one of the music from it, but it was like, Final Fantasy is an RPG. It's the RPG for me. It was a terrible, you can look it up. I'm sure it exists out there, but it was like this ridiculous computer voicey, like to music from Final Fantasy song about Final Fantasy. And I recommend you all go explore the depths of the internet and dig it up.
I actually want to check that out now. So, all right, the Grand Inquisitor, thoughts on Sabine Wren showing up in The Mandalorian, possibly even being a female lead. Also, Orange Man bad, #resist. I love Sabine. I did not like Sabine early on in Rebels. I thought she came off as a bit of a Mary Sue in the beginning, but she definitely became one of my favorite characters. And then obviously, I'm not going to say any specifics, but obviously how Rebels ended was awesome. And so I would love to see Sabine in The Mandalorian. Ivan?
I would too. I would definitely like to, but I don't know. I'm kind of hungry for a new character that hasn't been established on the series, that is completely brand new, that can become iconic by him or herself. Just like for example, I don't know, just a new Mandalorian that we didn't even know about, that happens to be a badass and that we root for, that we care for, and that eventually becomes like the new Ezra or the new Ahsoka or something like that, but live action form.
I don't like Ezra, by the way, but
oh, because you're racist. That's easy.
Ezra became better as Rebels went on, but I really didn't like Ezra in the first few seasons at all. What you got, Anna?
I think it would be okay if she was one of those characters that pops in every now and again, but not like the main person in it. But I agree with Ivan where I want like something new, but it would be cool to have her there every now and again. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it.
Okay, Jesse, you're muted. Why are you muted? She having issues?
No, I was doing
Yeah.
God. Okay, I was doing God's work, and so am I back? Am I back?
You're good. You're
Okay.
good.
I was
You're
doing God's work instead. I went because I wanted the internet to have this. It's the Jacobo song. It's called it was the Jacobo Robo song because it's a robot voice, and I found it for you. Here you go, internet. You're welcome. That's way more important than what you guys were just talking about.
There it is. All right. So we're gonna give her a pass on that. There's the link right there. Mindless Entertainment just shared. Okay, where did I leave off at? Rob Gognon. If there's gonna be a world tour,
and speak words.
do what?
Gagnon. Ganyan.
Ganyan? Is that how you say that?
Ganyan.
Okay, well then I'm gonna start saying p-honey when somebody says phone. Okay.
The opposite thing. I mean, that's essentially what you're doing when you're saying things like gognon. So yes,
I'm saying Gognon. I'm staying in character. Okay. If you
right.
want proper Jeremy here, proper Jeremy can take over the show.
If you're gonna say,
but proper Jeremy would not sit here on this type of panel full of non-white people that only want to talk about how Star Wars is having problems, because proper Jeremy is intimidated by a non-white person that can freely think for themselves. Okay,
I'm just gonna demand that you say P-honey from now on. So
P-honey. Proper Jeremy feels that's very offensive, and there could be some offensive memes made from that. Proper Jeremy's not looking forward to that.
Memes. I think you mean memes.
Yeah.
Teacher, I have a question.
Huh?
I have a question.
Go for it.
Did you, by any chance, it might be just my headphones, but by any chance, do you have an effect that whenever you talk proper Jeremy voice, you have this echo to yourself? Because I was hearing this like echo, like this vibrance, as if you turned on some sort of like sound effect, talking as proper Jeremy. I'm like, did he go all the way like that extent to make it sound like epic?
Ivan, when you embrace the power of the white man, you are also imbued with the power of God. So
makes sense.
Well,
right.
Let Jeremy Osteen step in. If we're going to talk about the power of God, we need to talk about the power of the super chat. We need to talk about the power of the super chat, because Jeremy Osteen is only here for your money. And if you give your money, you are one step closer to God Almighty, the Lord.
Preach.
Wamin.
I'm now picturing Ivan as a fat black church lady. I love that.
All right, let me get back. All right, so Rob Gogan or Gognon or Rob Gohan or whatever it is. All right, so if there's gonna be a world tour, you guys got to stop by Toronto area so I can see everyone. So I can buy everyone a drink, non-alcoholic for me, and you got it. Nicholas Glenn, Jesse, is that a pile of laundry behind you? LOL.
Well, funny fact, I am not in my house. In case you haven't noticed, this is not my house. I am on my tour of the Midwest right now, actually. I was working in Milwaukee at a fencing tournament over the weekend, and then I was crashing with some friends in Chicago. Basically, I've been meandering from Milwaukee over to Michigan because on Saturday, I'm a guest at the Newaygo County Comic-Con in Fremont, Michigan. So
very nice. Very nice. All right, let's see.
The point is it very well may be a pile of laundry. I just here for like 20 minutes.
Our good buddy Abu Nas. What's up, Abu Nas? Thank you for the super chat. You guys keep doing God's work, enjoying the stream. Had to get in Jason Ward's ass in my video today behind his lame video. I got your back. Thank you for having my short video on your show. Rock on. Jason Ward. He's a sad little man. But I'm happy that myself and EVS were able to, we're here to help the little YouTubers out. So we shared his video. We got him a couple thousand views. It's pretty good accomplishment for him. So we're here to help the little guy. You know what I mean?
What was the video about?
It was about me.
What does this guy have to say?
Oh, he went off on me. He went off on me big time. So basically he says that I don't like the new Star Wars because I'm intimidated by strong women. He says that that I'm part of the alt-right YouTubers, all that stuff, you know. So,
but
Can I pull this up and watch this? Because I don't believe.
yeah, it's Making Star Wars. Just type Making Star Wars into the search bar on YouTube.
I'm gonna pull it up on this, but.
And then he titles it Geeks and Gamers, Making Star Wars.net's response to Geeks and Gamers or something like that.
I just think it's really funny that like someone who's clearly in like the receiving end of an abusive relationship is talking about other people being intimidated by strong women. Like, clearly we know who's whipped in this situation. I think it's whipped in more ways than one. Like I think she beats it. Like, have you seen what Amanda Ward tweets? I'm pretty sure she beats him.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
To be out there.
This guy can't even I can't even. I hate this person like with deep passion, because don't say like the stuff that he was saying about me, and I don't know what he said about you like in the past, Jesse, but just because I had no idea who this dude was until he started saying stuff, and I was like, bro, you like searched me out. I had no idea who you were, and then everything that he was saying about me, and then coming onto my Twitter and attacking me, and then when I was like, dude, you've like never seen my channel, like why don't you do your research before you start attacking me and saying these things about me? And then he just like, oh, ha ha ha, LOL. And I was like, that's not even an answer. So the fact that this guy can't even articulate on Twitter, which has like autocorrect and stuff, makes me really, really feel like he can't even put on a video. So I'm going to pull this up and watch this just to see what's going on.
All right.
I don't even want to be sick.
Yeah, it's something else. So, all right. So, Nicholas Glenn said Jeremy talked to Doomcock today, and he wanted me to tell you F you for taking so long to come do a live stream on his channel. Hashtag MSNPC. Hashtag fake news. You can let Doomcock know I've got something really cool that I want to talk to him about. I might reach out to him this weekend. This is going to be a pretty awesome project if I can pull it together. So, Nicholas Glenn says Final Fantasy VII was one of the greatest games of all time. There's a lot of people that would agree with you on that. Shannon McDaniel, $1 a piece for the ladies, 50 cents for the guys. Thank you so much for that. Demogeni, greetings, Common Sense crew. I'm playing Final Fantasy. I don't even know what that is. Disdia while listening. I'm not a Final Fantasy guy. I like Zelda. I like the Zelda game, so I don't play RPGs much. I did play Chrono Trigger. I love Chrono Trigger. Chrono Cross. The soundtrack for Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, just amazing, all-time greatness. But outside of that, I don't really play RPGs. So, but yeah, thank you for the super chat, Demajani. Mega Jetty 1, Final Fantasy VII is the best. It has Star Wars references. Well, if that's the case, then you guys can't hate on me for liking Lost because it has Star Wars references. So,
so does Supernatural. Supernatural has some real deep tracks too.
Supernatural's great.
I love Supernatural so much.
Okay, and Darth Who, Dagatang, I'm working today, so I'll have to rewatch the stream later. Have a swig for the working man. Keep up the good work, everyone. Swig of apple juice.
I need a swig of something.
Swig of water.
Swig of apple juice.
For the working man.
Mio.
Oh.
All right, this video is 10 minutes and 15 seconds long. Oh my god.
Swig of milk.
No, for you, get back in the field. You haven't earned it yet.
And if you haven't yet, smash the melee button, please. If you haven't smashed the melee button, share the video. Let everybody know the Common Sense crew is back. And we're just loving all the attention and all of the love that that you guys are giving us. So thank you so much. Nicholas Glenn, Proper Jeremy is possessed and needs Jeremy Osteen. And Jeremy Osteen just made the appearance right after Proper Jeremy. So you guys got 3 Jeremys already. Matthew McDade, seeing if phone will allow me to send super chat again. It did. And Jeremy Osteen says, thank you so much for the cell phone to allow one of the Lord's shepherds to send more money, because Jeremy Osteen loves money almost as he loves turning people away when the city floods. Amen. Okay.
Oh, Ivan, what is your jacket? I really like it.
It's well, I'm very, very, very happy you asked, as a matter of fact, because now I get to show it off.
Okay.
I was just hoping for someone to make that comment. I'm so happy that it was you.
Played right into your hands.
It's an Iron Fist jacket, as a matter of fact. Look
Oh.
at this.
How stylish.
Ah,
Wait,
feels so
wait.
good.
Now you're like pie. You have a layer, and then another layer, and then the exact same layer under that.
You know, I have an Iron Fist shirt, so I'm gonna use this Iron Fist jacket with the Iron Fist shirt, and then the Iron Fist tattoo. So, oh my god!
So
Guys, I'm only 25 seconds into this stupid video, and this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy's attacking you, saying that your channel is built on hate, which before The Last Jedi came out, your channel was fine and it wasn't about hating on Star Wars, and you're just pointing out the facts and the plot holes, and he's saying that I don't have any platform to come and talk about, but Jeremy creates hate. It's like, bro, what the hell do? You watch people's videos. Actually, no, you don't watch people's videos. You read the title, and then you go and attack them, and then you say people like me and Jesse, just because we're women, we don't have opinions, and that we're reading scripts that Jeremy gave us, because apparently he doesn't know what a strong woman was, or that women can have fucking opinions. I'm sorry, Jeremy. I'm only 25 seconds into this damn video.
I'm so with you on this, and it just drives me up a fucking wall too. Is like, do you understand? Like, do you even understand the depths of your hypocrisy? Yes. Oh my God, you don't respect women. You don't respect women. I'm gonna literally write off every single woman I disagree with. I'm going to and like disrespect to the depths of my ability in the most misogynistic ways possible. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
God. Apparently, this guy is a male feminist, but apparently, if he's such a male feminist, that women can't have opinions. What a great fucking thing.
well, that's because he's busy having all our opinions for us.
Oh my God. I'm only 25 seconds into this video.
Anna, when I come back, we need to go punch things together.
Oh my God.
Oh
let's do it.
man. And see, this is the thing. It's like all of these male feminists and these, these SJWs or NPCs. It's all a bunch of like white men sitting around talking about how other people are intimidated by diversity. You know what I mean?
They're all white men.
I know they're all white guys talking about how much they respect diversity.
It's all not even just
white men. Everything that they accuse you guys of being is what they are. Oh my God.
It's rich and privileged white men who don't even understand the meaning of the word oppression because they've never experienced any oppression other than maybe their mom saying, "Sorry, sweetie, I made thick cut fries instead of thin cut."
Oh, that would piss me off though.
I mean, thin cut fries are obviously superior, but come on, that's not oppression.
That's true.
Oh man, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right, let's get back on track. Good ranting, good job. Ivan knew his role. He was just like, I'm just gonna sit by and just let them go.
Here, you see, I'm not intimidated by women. I'm intimidated by their anger.
You're intimidated by these women.
Exactly. Oh my God.
All right, let's see. Where did I go? Where did I leave off? Matthew McDade. I got that one. Obi-Wan 27883. Thank you so much, Obi-Wan. Hi everyone. Special shout out to Jesse and Ivan. Glad to see you guys all streaming together. I won't be able to stay. My Halloween display starts at 6. Well, good luck. You sent me some pictures of that Halloween display. It looks awesome. So I wish you the best of luck. And it was good hanging out with you in LA. Dimajanai. This Dia is actually a Final Fantasy fighting game. Interesting. All right. What and you don't have to super chat this back. I'll try to catch it in the chat. But what system are you playing it on? Spider-Man, not Bug Boy. Jay, no Playboy clock. You back down, man. I didn't back down. I mean, I'm trying to expose YouTube's BS. They have demonetized all of these NPC videos of mine, and I'm trying not to give them any reason to demonetize the video so I can continue to point it out, just like earlier. So this most recent one, like, look at this. Okay, these are my YouTube analytics. That's I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
Oh, look, it's Jeremy's home address.
I can't. Anyway, so my most recent video is the Mandalorian video. And then the NPC video I uploaded this morning, demonetized. Last night's live stream where it's titled, the mainstream media, the NPC meme isn't going away, demonetized. So I'm trying to show that they're full of crap. And they're simply just trying to silence people because of a meme. You're basically telling me my videos are not advertiser friendly because I'm talking about a meme? like I'm trying to show their hypocrisy. So yeah, I took the Playboy thing down because I'm like, look, if you're gonna say it's that, I'll take it down. If you're gonna say it's this, what exactly is the problem? And I'll show this meme really quick. I love this meme. Actually, I think no, that's on my other phone and I don't have it with me. But it showed a white man with his daughter, kind of like holding her on his shoulders, and his white wife, and it said white supremacy in 2018. Just because it's a white family. And it's crazy, man. So maybe it's just because they think I'm a white supremacist because I'm white. They're like demonetized. So anyway, let's see. Matthew McDade, had to restart my phone to get it to work. Great show. Thank you again, sir. Hope you got your phone working. If it's an Android, you're in good shape. If it's an iPhone,
I love my iPhone.
Let's see. Darth Animus, Jason Ward wanted into my basement dungeon.
I know. They're not allowed.
And Obi-Wan 27883, can we get a moment of silence for Iron Fist?
Actually, you're not gonna get a moment of silence.
Really?
Oh,
No
you're
moment of
not.
silence?
You're not going to, because
Oh.
this is not a moment to be silent about the travesty that happened.
Oh,
Let me
boy.
just tell
Oh,
you,
boy.
in very few words, they had the chance to make something good. They had everything on a silver plate to make a story about two brothers separated, one by ambition and one by confusion and his delusion of power. So they had everything, right? What do they do with it? The side character, Colleen Wing, although she is kick-ass and I really like her character, but not as the Iron Fist. She becomes the Iron Fist. Spoiler alert, I guess. And well, no one cares about
Pulling
the
your best
series
Anna?
anyway.
Pulling your best Anna?
What do you mean?
Anna spoils everything she talks about. This happens constantly.
Ruined. Guess I don't have to watch it now. Geez.
Yeah, like every movie she talks about, she just spoils the hell out of it. And the chat's like, Anna, you haven't even seen this.
If you haven't watched it by now, chances are you're not going to, so it's okay.
Look, anything that's more than 5 years old is fair game.
Yeah, thank
But anyways,
Rosebud is a sled, guys. Rosebud is a sled.
the problem is that they had the chance to redeem Iron Fist, to make him a likable character, and they did on Luke Cage season 2 on episode 10. Danny Rand makes an appearance for the entire episode, and he is the Iron Fist that he should have been. He's likable, he's wise, he cracks jokes, and he has such a good chemistry with Luke. So I was so excited to see that Iron Fist into his own series. And everyone could not stop talking about how great he was on that cameo. The series came and immediately strip away his powers, give it to Colleen, and have Colleen save the day and make Iron Fist, or Danny Rand in this case, even in a way more unlikable, because he's still in between limbo of what he showed to be on Luke Cage and the original first series, and then they go and cancel it. Son of a bitch.
I'll just say it. I haven't seen season 2 of Iron Fist. Colleen for the win, but and I will watch it because I want to see Colleen. But Danny, huh?
Is she the Asian girl?
Yeah. Danny Rand's he's miscast. It's like Finn Jones is. If they would have had a better actor in that role, I think the show would have been far more successful.
Watch Luke Cage season 2, episode 10. You will not disagree with me that he wasn't miscast. He was just very bad directed, because on that episode, he shows that he was able to pull it off. 100%.
And that's fine if you can point out one episode in a series that's not even his series where he did good, but he's cringe. He's really cringe.
So is your face, and no one's talking about that.
I'm going to side with Ivan on this one. I don't think it was miscasting as much as it was the writing and the directing.
Exactly.
I mean, again, I just think a better actor would have made that role a far more interesting.
Well, okay. Could a better actor have salvaged Padme Amidala? I mean, Natalie Portman's fantastic, and that was a garbage. Like, there was nothing could have salvaged that. Like, that was writing and directing. It's amazing how much it can destroy someone. Because I really think you can see strong flickers in the first. I haven't seen the second season, but in the first season of Iron Fist and the Defenders, I think you can see some really strong flickers of him as that character. I think he really fits that character. I just think I agree with Ivan. They just didn't take him. They just didn't bring him to the full potential of the character.
To your point, though, the prequels have many characters where you can point to and say Lucas's directing is a major problem. Outside of Finn Jones, everybody else in Iron Fist is really good, and they do a great job. He's the one guy in the show that's cringe as hell. So you can't sit there and go.
Writing and the directing.
So you can't.
I don't like him because he's prettier than you.
I mean, I'm more worried about Colleen. Okay, so I really don't care. But I just, again, he's just cringe. And so again, if everybody else in the show does a good job, he's the one guy in the show that's just not good.
But here's the reason why, though, because everyone else is a quote unquote normal character. You have Colleen, she lives in the city. You have the Meachums, they live in the city. They're normal people, and it's easier to relate to them. The direction was way more difficult for him because he comes from a foreign land and he's trying to adapt, and he's talking about all this mystical stuff, and they have him like still listen to rap in a way, and they're trying to mix all of this complex character into something with very bad direction, very bad writing. And yes, it's cringe because where it needed to show the direction and the writing was with him, and it wasn't there. But it showed with the other ones better because the other ones were normal and more relatable from the get-go.
Exactly. And I completely agree. Like, the dialogue is easy to write for them. You write, like, what would the person say in the situation? Oh, this is what a normal person would say. And when it came to Danny saying anything, it was like, I am the Iron Fist. I have these powers. Blah, 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 blah. Like, his writing, rather than trying to, like, weave his story into things in an organic way, they're like, he's just going to say things because we don't know how else to explain it. He's going to be like, let me tell you about where I come from and what I do. And it's just, like, there's no way, as an actor, like, there's no way to make that sound normal.
Thank you.
See, I remember the Defenders, and there were reports that he was much better in the Defenders, and he wasn't. And he wasn't. Now, I haven't seen season 2 of Iron Fist. I do plan on seeing it, but just going on season 1 and then the Defenders, I just thought he was absolutely terrible in his performance. And I've never seen him in anything else. I know he was in Game of Thrones. I guess he was one of the.
Who is he in Game of Thrones?
He's a nobody. Like, he's not like a prominent person. He's probably just a random, supposed to be a
dude who gets killed.
Good-looking dude or something.
Probably like
I don't know.
and dies.
Was he the one? Was he Sir Loris?
I honestly can't remember. He wasn't a very prominent person, though.
Okay, let me go Google.
Yeah, he wasn't very prominent.
I need to finish this conversation so we can jump into like actual topics that people want to listen to with something. Hold on.
All right. I don't know where he's going. What's he fixing to do?
All right. If you want to actually like and get into Iron Fist, go to Amazon. It's like $20. The Immortal Iron Fist compilation book. This live stream is sponsored by Amazon and the Iron Fist collection book. They did pay me good amount of money. Well, they paid me with potatoes and 20 chickens to say this. This is the compilation of pretty much the story of all the Iron Fist, not just Danny Rand, but also the ones before him, that they're amazingly interesting. So yeah, just check it out.
Man, so Obi-Wan, you see what your $2 super chat led to? Internet gold. I think
you owe us more money for that, actually.
Yeah, that was awesome. All right, Star Wars for Life. Jeremy, I see you collect Funko Pop heads. What characters do you have? I collect them. Just wondering. I don't really collect Funko Pops. I mean, I have a few. And I specifically only got like characters that, like, I have Woody and Buzz. I have Cobra Commander, Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes. I've got a few Star Wars characters. I've got Luke Skywalker. I'm looking for them now. I don't even know where they're at. But I don't have very many. I just wanted to buy the specific characters that are really important to me. So that's why I got those characters. Outside of that,
have Hannibal Lecter, and I have David Bowie from Labyrinth. I have 3 different versions of him. I have him in his outfit from the end. I also have his outfit from when like Sarah's in the Labyrinth with him, and it's like the leather jacket. And then for Christmas I got the exclusive where it's all glitter, when it's the owl outfit with the orb. But my very first one was Hannibal Lecter because he's my favorite character. Yeah. And I'm still waiting for them to make the Phantom of the Opera, and then I need to get the Beast where he's got like the little bird in his hand, and then my Pop collection will be complete. Oh, and Darth Vader when he's like missing half of his mask.
I just love that you have first of all, I love that they make a Hannibal Lecter Funko Pop, and I love that I love that you have it. I'm so pleased right now. Everything is great.
I have. Let me grab the camera so I can.
Real quick, I gotta mention this real quick. Comment of the night. It says, "Can we super chat chickens now?"
Only
Please,
for Ivan.
please do. I need them. My family of 46 cousins need them real bad.
Ivan's gonna put his family's Mexican address down in the live chat, and you just send all the chickens. Right
Just
there.
address it to the 7th bridge of 75 under the bridge. That's where I live.
And send a coop so they stop running into the highway and getting hit. Okay.
Please.
Send some fencing, some chicken wire, if you will.
You can see I have the Funk Pop of Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. Those are the only Funk Pops that I own.
Okay.
I own 0, and even if I did, I couldn't show them to you.
Yeah, I don't really know. I've only got a few here. Anyway, let me move on. Darth Anima says, yes, Anna, yes, the dark side will set you free. Pagan God X, damn, I love fierce women. Alex Martinez, these NPCs are the most hypocritical, backwards, unintelligent sheep. They literally spew nonsense nonstop without having any real facts or logic. That is very true, Alex Martinez. And again, it's not their fault. It's just what they're programmed to do. They can't help it. They don't understand what they're saying. Again, it's just like the non-playable character in the video game. When you go up to him and it glitches out and it says something weird, it's not his fault. You know, he hasn't been updated properly. It's glitching out. That's what the SJW is. They're glitching out. That's it. So, see Jeff the Iron Wolf, Anna and Jesse, shield maidens of Geeks and Gamers. If you don't know what a shield maiden is, watch Vikings. I need to watch Vikings.
Vikings is awesome.
I heard that people said, because I'm a big Sons of Anarchy fan, so they said if you like Sons of Anarchy, you should check out, Vikings. So
Yeah,
people getting stabbed with swords.
are very bad.
all right, I heard Jesse. I didn't hear Anna.
I said that last couple of seasons aren't good, but the first 3 are awesome.
Okay. Let's see. Garl Vinland says, haven't slept yet, but I have to see Jeremy live again. Thank you. Thank you. And shout out to you. I know you were asking for me to shout you out and mention your name the other night live stream, and I missed it, but I got you now. I got you. I see you, and I appreciate it. MW77, Brian Young, Chuck, and Jason Ward all blocked me. Consider yourself lucky.
You win.
Consider yourself very lucky. Marquad says, I realize it's probably unintentional, but I love how when you raise your voice, you get this reverb going over the stream. Hey, when they start screaming, just sit back, relax, and enjoy. So
the world shakes.
Mega Jetty 1, Final Fantasy 7 equals Resident Evil 2. Both fans demanded remake and are getting it. I'm looking forward to the Resident Evil 2 remake. Mild Peril, demonetize is demonetize. All hell Satan. Cotton Candy haired Jeremy, I now have entered the live stream in all my glory. Welcome to you. Salvador Chuck Win PC Dig, I like puns, and we like your puns. And Riff Magos, Jeremy, as a fellow SOA fan, all I can say is Opie lives. I love SOA. I love it so much. Okay, so we're caught up on Super Chats now. So,
What's SOA?
Huh?
What's SOA?
Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
One of the greatest shows ever. And a friend of mine told me about Sons of Anarchy for years, and I'm like, I don't care about this stupid hillbillies on motorcycles. And he's like, no, you got to watch it, Jeremy. You got to watch it. Like, I just don't care.
A couple episodes, but I remember very dramatically the one episode I watched is when she murders the wife by drowning her.
Oh my God.
Spoilers, woman.
God.
Spoilers. I thought you watched it.
Jeez.
Oh,
Hillbillies on motorcycles sounds like tons of fun, but I haven't gotten to it yet. My current binge project, get this by the way, is Strong Girl Bong Soup.
Mute Anna. Anna. I am muting Anna now. No.
I also highly recommend, it's on Netflix. It's a Korean show that you have to watch with subtitles. It's called Strong Girl Bong Soon, and it's just great, and you should all watch it. And I'm not going to spoil it because my name isn't Anna. So.
I'm sorry.
Jeremy, mute Anna. Everybody's unsubbing to Anna. Anna, the queen of spoilers.
Oh, goodness.
You don't know.
She did that to me on a movie. I can't remember. When we were driving around, and she was telling me about a movie, Do you remember what movie it was, Anna?
No.
I can't remember, but she's in there talking, and I'm like, Anna, you just told me the whole damn movie. She's like, well, if you haven't seen it at this point, I'm like, then why are you even telling me about it? Like,
I don't care. Someone asked about BoJack. BoJack is the shit. I love BoJack.
Oh my! Oh, hold on. Okay, you guys continue. I need to bring something for
All right, go
that specific
No,
comment.
wait, but I have. I had a question for you. But get your thing first. I have a question for you though.
Okay.
Smash the melee button. We're up 450 people. Let's see if we can break 500 watching.
Yeah, let's do it.
As much as I want to share this on my Twitter account, I'm not on using my personal Twitter account now. I've got to stay strong. So if you guys haven't shared it, please do, Anna and Jesse. Okay. Okay. And let's see. All right, where are we at? Mega Jetty 1. Anna, don't need to play Infamous series, just see it. So yeah, I mean that's a good idea. If you just do some let's play of Infamous, you can just check it out.
Can I be just completely honest? I'm really not interested in it. Like,
I don't think it'd be your thing. And I know you pretty well. So all right, what do you got, Ivan?
It's a shirt for all the BoJack fans. This is Diane's birthday party.
Oh, it's so upsetting.
T-shirt. This is a little bit obscure, but yeah, this is
so
the shirt.
upsetting.
So if you were wondering,
I only like obscure BoJack T-shirts. I think those are the best ones. The ones.
So what's your question?
No.
Oh, okay. So all right. Let me know if you need a safe word because this might get uncomfortable. But I want to know, since you've seen The Last Jedi so many times now, is there like a Stockholm syndrome element? Like, how has your relationship with the movie changed? Like, is there like a sick part of you that like feels attached to it, or that gets excited when you watch it again? Like, I want to know how having to watch it. This feels like some like Clockwork Orange, like eyelids peeled open kind of shit. You know, like how has your relationship with this movie changed having forced yourself through it so many times?
Oh my fucking god!
Like I said, if you need a safe word, you can totally tap out.
Pineapples, pineapple. So I honestly, here's the thing. I haven't watched before I went to California. The only Star Wars movie that I was watching was The Last Jedi, and I saw that movie 60 times before going to California.
I feel physically ill just hearing you say that.
Trust me, it wasn't. My gray hairs are for a reason. Like, it would legitimately make me feel physically sick because Luke Skywalker was such a huge part of my life that just seeing him over and over being insulted was just like. Anyways, I went to California, and I kind of became, in a way, like numb. I didn't think that there was any other Star Wars movie. There was this weird psychological thing where I didn't know that there was another Star Wars movie. But then my friend Megan invited me to her house, and we watched Return of the Jedi, and I was tearing up so much because it felt like I was watching it for the first time, and it made me reminded me why I love the franchise so much. So in a way, it clouded, like it stripped away all the other movies, and when I watched them again, it felt like such a relief, like such a weight off my back. It is an incredible feeling that I could not describe, but it's a bittersweet kind of feeling because I see them as like so amazingly and so loving, but then I remember that The Last Jedi still exists, you know?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it does. It does. And do we ever think that, you know, because we all hated, for the most part at the time, you know, we didn't like Batman and Robin, you know, because it was cringe, it was cheesy. I know there's people out there that enjoy the movie, I'm not saying it, but it killed the franchise. I mean, I don't think it did even $100 million domestically at the box office. And if you're old enough to remember Batman '89 when it was in theaters, my God. I mean, people were shaving the bat symbol in the back of their head. You know, they had the black shirt with the logo. I mean, it was the biggest thing ever. Do we think that we'll ever get to the point where we look back on The Last Jedi like we look back on Batman and Robin now? Because obviously we've had the Dark Knight trilogy and, you know, the Arkham games and Batman v Superman. We've moved on from that. Do we think that we'll ever be able to look back on The Last Jedi as we look back on Batman and Robin and just go, it's fun to laugh at that garbage now and it doesn't hurt anymore?
No,
I don't think it'll ever be fun to laugh at because Batman and Robin is campy in a way that when you do watch it with distance, um, it's like you can go back and watch it and be like, haha, that was so silly and dumb. When you go back and watch The Last Jedi, it's just like, why? Why? It's not like, oh my God, what a silly, stupid thing they did in this movie. In a series, by the way, that had already become somewhat campy from Batman Forever. So, like, Batman Forever brought the camp back into Batman. And so we were a little bit prepared for that. It wasn't a complete and total tonal shift or reversal or smack in the face. We're like, oh, okay, I see where they were going with this. They kind of went off the rails. Look at them, those silly people. But they fixed it. I think The Last Jedi, we're always going to look back and be like, God, it just hurt. Like, now, why? Just why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
No,
think? Wait.
Solo, maybe. Solo may gain that camp factor.
Okay.
Because
Anna?
it has that ridiculousness.
No, I think it's going to be something that we're always going to be upset about because Rian Johnson went out to destroy Star Wars. And he used, like, with Batman and Robin, that was the first Batman movie George Clooney ever did. Like, we weren't tied to George Clooney as Batman. Like, we didn't grow up thinking, oh my gosh, that's Batman, you know? It was just, oh, George Clooney's playing Batman. Whereas this was Mark Hamill, who is Luke Skywalker. And that's the last movie Carrie Fisher is ever going to be in. And he ruined it. He had the chance to have Luke and Leia together and have Luke Skywalker be Luke Skywalker. Instead, he's like, oh, let me take this plan and let me throw it away. Oh, and by the way, let me crush it and let me crush everyone's souls and let me have you all watch as I destroy Luke Skywalker in front of all of you and let me sit back and get paid and enjoy it because I'm a sick, twisted human being. So no, I don't think we can ever laugh at it.
Well said. Very well said for both of you. Sensei Mike, thank you for the $100 super chat. I know that you've when I had you on the live stream the other day and before we went live, you know, you had expressed that you were fans of Jesse and Anna and Ivan. So you know, Sensei Mike's cool people. He's very big supporter of Geeks and Gamers, and you guys understand, like, we're on the Geeks and Gamers channel right now. Ivan, Anna, Jesse, they are Geeks and Gamers. Their channels are Geeks and Gamers channels. They are part of Geeks and Gamers. They may not have the word Geeks and Gamers in their title of their channel, but they are part of Geeks and Gamers. And, you know, Geeks and Gamers is growing. I'm very happy with the turnout we've had tonight for this live stream so far. And we're not going anywhere, so don't think I'm cutting the show short. But I'm very happy with this premiere episode. And it's going to rotate, you know, between these channels weekly because we want to sit there and we want to make sure that we're highlighting each one of these channels that are part of the Common Sense Network. And we are working. I'm working on some other stuff with the Common Sense Network. Don't want to give any details on that yet. I'm working on a lot of things. I'm working on so many things that there may be more things I'm working on than there are Jeremy accounts. That's how many things I'm working on right now. But you know, but yeah, Sensei, thank you so much. And Ivan, I know you said just a quick no. So do you have anything else you want to add to that? That The Last Jedi will ever be looked upon like Batman and Robin? You've watched it enough, so you're done, right?
No. Like they said it. Anything that I could have said, they did. So yeah, I just second whatever, like everything they said.
Right on. All right. Okay. Where are we at? Cotton Candy Hair Jeremy. Ivan, you're not a real Mexican unless you have been piled into a geo tracker with at least 20 of your family members.
That happened last Wednesday. Come on.
Geo tracker. That's awesome. Silva Lucia, the unofficial mascot of Geeks and Gamers. I've seen you go on a few of these videos that are hating on Geeks and Gamers, and you're like, I have nothing to say but woof. So I'm down with that. Anna, you would make a great Kamala Khan Miss Marvel. So are you familiar with Kamala Khan Miss Marvel? Check it out. And I agree with that. Alex Martinez, CNNPC should be what we call the new NPC News 2. So Nicholas Glenn said that I should start doing NPC Nightly News on the channel here. So we should call it NPC Nightly News. So I think that would be awesome. So, all right, let's see. No, I'm looking. All right, making sure I didn't miss anything in the chat. Nicholas Glenn, cotton candy haired Jeremy followed me on Twitter with a smiley face. And then cotton candy haired Jeremy responded, I follow all the big G&G supporters. I love the sense of community. I've said this before when we have live streams going. I love seeing all of you chatting within the live stream chat before the shows start. The sense of community we have. I love that we have people that disagree, and sometimes we'll have discussions within the chat and things like that. I love it. It's great. That is awesome. You know what I mean? So Micah Mathis says, my grandma is a first-time Star Wars fan. I showed her the entire saga and she loved it. We got to The Last Jedi, and when it was over, she was really disappointed. Okay, well, first of all, Micah Mathis deserves a round of applause for us and in the chat. Your grandma, a first-time Star Wars fan. She enjoyed the entire saga, then got to The Last Jedi, and she was like, what the hell is this? That is fantastic. That is great. But hey, NPCs are going to say she's just a white supremacist male Trump supporter. You know what I mean? So that's fantastic. That was great. What'd you say, Anna? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Your poor grandma.
Yeah. Oh man, she's all that enjoyment.
Stuff.
Yeah, all that enjoyment, and then boom, hit with The Last Jedi. Wolfman Jack, Jeremy, you should be cast as a Sith Lord for a Star Wars movie. Your ugly face is perfect to be an evil villain. Finally, not being objectified for my beauty for once. Finally.
What beauty?
I mean, you're being objectified for your lack of beauty, so
finally. It's about time.
You're still being objectified.
This is true, but not in the beautiful YouTuber way. Look, I've been a beautiful YouTuber for 10 months now. I'm finally I'm done with it. Okay, I'm not a piece of meat. It's serious now. There's so much more to offer, and being a Sith Lord is one of those things. So, all right, where are we at? Darth Animus, Ivan, you are beautiful inside and out. Stay strong. Finally, somebody else getting objectified. Go ahead and objectify the illegal. Go ahead, make him feel good while he's.
Hey,
he has no recourse. If he tries to, Ivan has no recourse. You can do whatever you want to him. If he tries to report it, he gets deported. So
that is true. My only green card comes from Uno, so I have a lot of power.
My personalities, no. After Ivan's video the other day, Ivan deserves like a cyber hug from all of us. So even my dark side personality sees that. So Ivan, just feel better, okay?
Thank you.
Let me see. Where are we at? Cotton candy hair, Jeremy. Anna's beauty is the only matched by her art. Anna, I will be your shade if you will be my sunshine. Much love. So there you go, Anna.
That came out of a fortune cookie.
Yeah.
What?
I love you, cotton candy hair, Jeremy, but that's a try hard comment right there. Come on, bro. Come on. Calvin Black Deer, $50 super chat. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. No comment there, but greatly appreciate that. Dimajanai, I will never forgive the treatment of Luke, and he's on PS4 playing Final Fantasy. Most of us won't. And most of us will mirror that for sure. Darth Animus, despite my hate for the Jeremys, I love all of G&G with a cookie emoji. Thank you. Pagan God X, take it from an old DT. Do this more often. Grow your channels. This is gold. I have to be up at 2 a.m. And I'm still here. Just make sure Jer pays you with a laughing emoji. I don't pay any of these people. I'm just a white supremacist. So
he actually makes us pay him to be on here.
Yeah, there you go. That helps the narrative right there. So let's see.
He makes us do other things too.
Mirror Jeremy says 1-2 Earnhardt 4-5. That's how see, okay, that's how us NASCAR fans, that's how we count 5. Now I can't count above 5 unless like you put Mark Martin in there. Mark Martin was number 6, drove that Valvoline, had that Winn-Dixie car. So we can go to like 1-2 Earnhardt 4-5 and then Mark Martin. But outside of that, I mean, I might could say John Elway because he was number 7 for the Denver Broncos. But that's kind of like some of them coloreds have been watching that stuff, and the coloreds don't watch NASCAR. So we like to stick to NASCAR. That's just where we're at with it. So I'm just saying that's just where we're at with it. So I'm gonna go over to Talladega with my cousin, and my cousin again. They want to do a fraternity test for me and my cousin because they say like we're supposed to be related, but I don't really know what that
Oh my
means.
God, just
I just
stop.
know we was drinking one night. We had a few Coors Lights, and then all of a sudden, some things happened. All right, I'm done. So,
I can turn it back on now. You're right. Guys, guys.
You don't even have to try. You don't even have to try.
It's a guinea pig. I have a guinea pig.
What's
It's
his
making.
name?
I don't know. It's a she. I don't know her name yet, but she's. What's her name? Yuri. It's Yuri, and she's making cute noises. Oh,
Yeah.
now she's not. I'm trying to put the microphone near her so that she makes little guinea pig noises at it. Can you guys hear the noises?
Yep, I've got the camera focused on you.
Yay! Because there's a guinea pig making guinea pig noises into the microphone. This is my new mascot.
And I didn't think you could go that high.
It's so cute.
I haven't held a guinea pig in so long.
Oh, I used to have a guinea pig. His name was Mr. Skittles.
Oh, I have one named Patch.
Oh,
Oh, hi. You're just so sweet.
I
You-
ate one at a Chinese restaurant once.
Shut up.
no.
Don't listen to the bad.
How dare you?
Don't listen to the bad kids. Oh, that's right. You're safe. No one's gonna eat you. No one's gonna eat you. Mwah. I'm just kidding.
Let's see. All right, the chat's going crazy still. So okay, let's move on. And we'll see if how many people get mad at. Look, it was NASCAR, Jeremy. I have nothing to do with that. I just have nothing to do with that. I don't know what he said.
Is NASCAR chair? Oh my god, I have 2 guinea pigs. I'm covered in guinea pigs. This is amazing. My life is complete. I can't even see this one. I can only feel it and see it in the video.
I want a guinea pig.
Hi babies. Hi, look at me. This is great. This is great.
Guinea pig. Is that one making noises?
Yes. They're both good.
Jeremy, go get Leia.
Leia's too far away, so
All
Leia's
the
too
fun.
far away. She's in the house, so
This is better than having cats in the stream because they don't run away.
I don't know what Ivan's up to. All right, I gotta get back. I gotta get back to these. I gotta get back to the super chat and the stream.
Yeah.
So we've all been distracted by cute little animals, and that's always awesome. So okay, where we at? Let's see. Mega Jetty 1. Kamala Khan needs to die. Carol Danvers is Miss Marvel, not Captain Marvel. You've been on that one for a while, Mega Jetty. Mattuine, Bama fans don't need paternity tests. They know who their Uncle Daddy is. Hey, Jesse and Anna. And Shannon McDaniel says, for Jesse's armpit, not hitting on her. I don't understand that.
I don't remember.
Micah Mathis, those are the ugliest cats I've ever seen.
Whoa,
So
no eating my headphones.
let's see.
No eating headphones. The baby.
All right,
Bite out of it.
and
You naughty thing.
all right. So the other thing, and one thing I wanted to talk about was because it came up earlier, and I think Anna hasn't watched very many of the Marvel series on Netflix, but what is your favorite Marvel Netflix series? And Anna, if you need to sit this one out, since you're being oogly over animals anyway, it's fine. But I think we all know what Ivan's answer is going to be.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
So Ivan, why don't you go first? What is your favorite Marvel Netflix series up to this point?
Jessica Jones, season 1.
Really?
Yes. So hear me out. Hear me out. Yes, I love Iron Fist, obviously, but I do recognize that the series has a lot of flaws and everything, and not because I love the character from the comics. I'm going to recognize that they didn't do justice on the series, and I recognize that the series are bad, although I enjoy them. Now, my favorite, like, action-driven is Daredevil season 1. Because it's the one that I connect to the most. But I must recognize the superiority in writing and character development and overall arc on Jessica Jones season 1. So, yeah, you could say that technically my favorite would be Daredevil season 1 because it's the one that I could like just watch over and over and over. But I must say that I recognize absolute superiority of Jessica Jones over Daredevil.
I did not like Jessica Jones season 1 at all. So, and I refused to watch season 2. So, pretty much. I mean, so I thought Jessica Jones season 1 had potential, but it just fell apart for me. Kilgrave was awesome, but then they did the whole we're not going to even hire a male director for season 2. So they did like this all-female director bullshit for season 2.
Yeah.
Actively went out of their way to not hire a man. And I'm like, fuck you. I don't even want to watch this. So I couldn't stand Jessica Jones the first season, and I had no desire to watch the second season. Now, I know there's a lot of people that disagree with me on that, and that's fine. But for me, it was Daredevil until The Punisher happened. And The Punisher is one of my favorite things ever. Season 1 of Punisher is one of my favorite things ever. John Bernthal as Punisher he is the Punisher.
Agree.
He is the Punisher. Daredevil season 1 is great, all-time great. And season 2 is great too. And those first 4 episodes of season 2 because of the Punisher in it. And I think it was episode 3 where Bernthal really showed his acting. But it's the Punisher. And he is truly the Punisher. And I hope that some point he gets onto the big screen because he deserves it. Punisher is fucking fantastic. So, Jesse, what you got?
I actually haven't seen The Punisher yet, but I have a hunch that I'm really going to like it. In terms of, I actually think Daredevil season 1 is the best. I think it's partially, I think they really took more than any of them. I mean, it was their first one. It wasn't, or did Jessica Jones come out before Daredevil season 1, or which one came out first?
No, first it was Daredevil, then Jessica.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So I really think it shows that they took their time with that one. And for me, it was the most complete. I really like Jessica Jones season 1 as well. I love Kilgrave. I mean, David Tennant's amazing. But for me, Jessica Jones was too much. The way they wrote that character was too much of a caricature of herself. Like, it was just, and I always have this issue with, oh, she's going to be the wounded female detective who's just like a dude and drinks like a dude and acts like a dude. It's just like she's trying too hard the whole time to just be that thing, to be this idea of herself. So I think Daredevil season 1 is the best in terms of a piece of writing, characters, etc. I think season 2 for Daredevil tried to it had 2 plots that I think it was trying to do too much in one season. Viscerally though, I think I enjoyed Luke Cage season 1 the most. It was just a smash fest, and I like smashing. So I viscerally enjoyed that. I really enjoy his body, and that's all. I'm a shallow person. What can I say?
I thought the first half of Luke Cage season 1 was phenomenal.
Yes,
fantastic. Loved every minute of it. And then, luckily, Anna's not telling you this story because she would just throw the spoiler out there. She'd be like, "But then this happened." But so something happened.
Well, Ivan told me everything that happened, so I already know what happened, so I can easily spoil it.
Don't do it. But so there's something that happens midway through season 1 of Luke Cage, and it really just takes.
When he finds out the thing about Jessica Jones and the other person.
No, I'm not gonna say it. There's a certain character that's no longer in the show. So
I agree. I definitely agree with that. I think it was better before that. Though I like Luke Cage. I mean, I think that in terms of the people who fit the best in their skin, it's Luke Cage and it's it's Daredevil. I think in terms of the casting, the actors, the way they play the roles, the way they live in themselves, those two. I think Luke Cage for me is like he has the most depth, I think, as a character, as an actor,
especially in season 2.
I don't think I've seen season 2 actually.
Like I loved Jeremy, the first half of season 1 of Luke Cage, and I love his character too. But on season 2, oh my god, the way they go with him, very entertaining. I know you're gonna love it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Now, Anna, you haven't seen any of the Marvel Netflix series, correct?
Bro, we talked about this last night. I have seen all of Daredevil season 1. I I wasn't awake for all of Iron Fist, but it was on while I was in the room for both season 1 and season 2. So technically I was there. I just was not paying attention at all to it because I was very bored. Sorry, Ivan. I'm so sorry. I paid attention more in season 1 than I did in season 2 because I think I was sleeping through most of season 2. But I haven't watched Jessica Jones or Luke Cage or Punisher. But I think my biggest problem with Daredevil was I love the actor that plays Daredevil. I liked him in that Stardust movie that he did. I like the ginger girl from True Blood. And then I like the actress. She was in Angels and Demons with Tom Hanks. She was the art lady, the one that was selling art. But I hated the villain. I was like, this guy is like lame. You can just take him out really easily, and they do. And a hero is only as strong as their villain. And the whole like whatever Asian mafia lady, like I'm just not afraid of them, and I'm not intimidated at all. So it's not interesting because the villains aren't interesting. But I liked when he got his suit. I thought that was cool. But aside from that,
You got to watch Punisher and Daredevil. So
I just gotta give a quick shout out to Raw McCall 2018 for one of the best Iron Fist comments I've ever seen in my life, which is the only Iron Fist I saw was the porn version of Iron Man.
That's upsetting.
That's it.
That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff. All right, I got a couple more super chats to get to. Darth Animus, Jesse, you need an assassin. Bullies are my specialty. Cotton candy hair, Jeremy. And a comment was meant to be cheesy. Mission accomplished. Well, whether you are backtracking or not, you did a good job of saving it. So, Nicholas Glenn, best line in a Star Wars movie. Each of you. That's easy for me.
Super
you guys
easy.
want me to go free? You guys want me to go first, or
Go for it.
you were my brother Anakin. Like that's the most emotional in a live action, Star Wars movie. Like that whole like Revenge of the Sith is my second favorite Star Wars movie, and so Ewan McGregor is just the prequels definitely had their issues with acting. Ewan McGregor overcame all of that to give one of the greatest performances in Star Wars history. So yeah, that's mine. So, Ivan,
You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
I knew you were gonna say that one. I knew it. Jesse,
I know. But not just when Han says it, when Leia gives it back in Return of the Jedi too.
I don't know. I feel like mine has evolved over the years. For the longest time, it was always "This is where the fun begins," and then it was the whole "No, I am your father," and then now it's become the line when Luke is talking to Vader before they go and meet the Empire, and Vader Luke's telling him, "No, I'm not going to turn the dark side," and then Vader turns and he's like, "I'm going to save you, Dad," and then he turns his back because he can't look Luke in the eye, even though he technically can't because he's in a mask, and he just says, "It's too late for me, son," and that's him acknowledging that he knows what he is doing is wrong, and he's just too far in to come out. So, and that's the one time that he stops being Vader and he's Anakin for a moment, and that's when Luke knows that he's going to save his father, because by just saying that line, Vader revealed himself.
got it. All right, so let me see if you guys have any questions for us. I mean, we've got a couple more topics we can touch on, but if you guys have questions, feel free to continue asking them. I'm reading the normal chat too, along with super chat. So I don't want you to feel like I'm not reading the regular chat, because I am. Let's see. So NPC Jeremy says, I got a new hat. All right, you got the new hat because the other one has been retired. So it is all gone. Let me see. Bring back the good days of YouTube. Who won our Super Nintendo Classic, by the way. Do you think things will be different if Johnson directed and bombed the first Disney Star Wars movie? Do you think that the fans' response would have been respected more where we are now halfway in? That's a freaking great question. Because no doubt about it, regardless of how The Force Awakens was received, it doesn't matter. It was always going to make at least $1.5 billion. It just was always going to do it. It was always going to break the opening weekend record. It didn't matter what the movie, how good it was or wasn't. The marketing campaign was fantastic for The Force Awakens. There's no doubt about that. But if Rian Johnson would have directed a lot of it though, a lot of people have a problem with The Force Awakens, along with having a problem with The Last Jedi. But the biggest problem with The Last Jedi was that it did not capitalize off of The Force Awakens. So that's a lot of it, is there was no planning. So if Rian Johnson would have screwed this up from the beginning, it would have been a little different, because there wouldn't have been the movie that came before it that set up this $2 billion movie that set up all of these plot points and all of these characters and all of these questions. So it's hard to answer that question, but for hypothetical reasons, let's just say The Force Awakens comes out, Rian Johnson directs it, and it has the same type of response from the fans as The Last Jedi. Does Disney react differently? I think they would, because they would be in a less arrogant position, because they were in an arrogant position because The Force Awakens made $2 billion. You know, Rogue One made $1 billion. Everything, toys were flying off the shelf, everything like that. And they were in a really, really arrogant position where if that would have happened right out of the gate, I do think they would have been treating the fans with a little more respect. What do you guys think? Whoever wants to go.
I'm torn, because on the one hand, I think that if it had happened right at the gate, Disney might have realized, oh my God, we might be in trouble, and might have dialed things back. That said, though, Rian Johnson is who he is, and he would have been who he was, and Disney would have had to make the choice of standing behind him or not. And I think that in terms of, like, we'd almost have less ground to stand on, because there was that argument of you didn't capitalize on the first one. You missed the tone of the first one. Hey, look, we were okay with the first one. We don't like what you did. This is not a problem we have with Star Wars. It's not a problem we have with the characters you gave us in The Force Awakens. It's a problem with what you did with them. So in that sense, the argument, I think we as a fan base would have not even been taken as seriously, because there would have been a lot of this idea of, oh, you guys are just never going to be happy. You're just never going to be the originals. You're never going to be happy unless it's the originals, and it's not the originals, so you'll never be happy. And if Rian Johnson had said, come at us with that, they would have gotten on that narrative. I think you actually would have had, they would have had a stronger platform for this idea that, oh, it's the women and the black guy that's the problem, because it would have been the first movie that we're seeing it. Oh, it's easier to legitimize that fallacious argument if it's the first one. Whereas, you can easily say, hey, I liked The Force Awakens. I have no problem with Rey and Finn. I don't like this movie. Clearly, I don't have a problem with the woman aspect or the black, janitor stormtrooper aspect. So I think that in some ways, and then it's up to Disney to decide whether it's going to pander to the PC culture or whether it's going to save its skin. And I think that it would have more of an onus to try to look after itself when it was the first one. I think they had more to lose at that point. So there's maybe they wouldn't have backed Rian Johnson so heavily, but on the flip side, they still have plenty to stand up, lose plenty now, and haven't backed off whatsoever. So
it's a good point. So you make good points for sure. I definitely like the direction you took that answer in. Anna?
I'm still contemplating that question, just because if it's the first one and you didn't like it, it can either be played one or two ways, which is the one which they probably would have gone, which is, oh, you don't understand. Like, there's something else coming and it'll explain everything in the next one. This is just the first one. And so everything's going to be revealed in the next one. And you have two movies to fix it in a way. So if they would have done it first, and that would have been their gamble, because they did gamble on Rian Johnson. They're like, we need to do something crazy and different, and people are either going to like it or they're going to hate it. And obviously what happened. So they would have had, I just think in a way it would have been more hopeful as to fixing it, because you have two movies to fix it, where this one, J.J. Abrams is just kind of doing a patch-up job of Rian Johnson's horrible butcher of Star Wars. And then they could have just done the exact same thing that they're doing now, which is, oh, you guys are sexist, misogynistic, racist because you don't like the movie. So I just wish it would have never happened.
Okay. Ivan?
I'm going to speak on a personal basis. When The Force Awakens came out, I was enamored by what I was presented, especially because seeing Luke Skywalker once again, and that was my favorite part of the movie. I was really not caring too much about Rey or Finn or anything, because the thing that excited me the most about that movie was what's going to happen, how they were going to build upon that, giving a reason for killing Han, giving a reason why Han and Leia separated, why Luke went into exile. Like, it looked like the setup movie to make the best character arc in history. And what better character to have that with than with Luke Skywalker? I watched The Force Awakens 9 times. I took family, friends. I was like, you gotta see this with me. So the repetition factor was there. If Rian Johnson had directed that one or taken over like from the get-go, we know, and this is just numbers, that The Last Jedi didn't have as many repeating views as any of the other movies. Like there wasn't that. So they would have lost a lot, because if I had seen The Last Jedi thing being done in The Force Awakens, I would have never gone 9 times. And now that's only one person given 9 movie tickets plus everyone else that came with me, that I forced to come with me. Now imagine all the me's that don't want to go back again, and that are not forcing their peeps or anything. As a matter of fact, they're saying, don't go, don't watch it, and just wait until I fix it.
There's a comment that I wasn't laughing at you, Ivan. There's a comment that says Raw McQuall 2018. The Force Awakens was ruined when Anna spoiled what happens with Han Solo.
I didn't spoil that for anyone. Thank you very much.
I could just picture after walking out of The Force Awakens, and there's a line of 500 people waiting to go into the next showing, and Anna's just walking upstairs. I can't believe they killed Han Solo. I can't believe Kylo Ren, his son, who's been screaming through the, and everybody's like, what the fuck?
No, that wasn't me. I didn't spoil it.
No, but great stuff. Let's see. JG Videos Reviews for You is trashing you, Jeremy, on their live stream right now. Really? Okay. I don't care. So I specifically wanted to read that out loud, by the way, just to make a point to say that's cool. All right. So let me see. Nicholas Glenn. Oh, we read that one. Tom King. The Farce Awakens showed Disney disrespected Star Wars, the fans, the lore, the story, and the characters from day one. The Lost Jedi just confirmed it. I don't agree with you, but I know a lot of people will. I still think that The Force Awakens had great setups and great potential. But unfortunately, that's just where we're at. I mean, and I can't really, I don't have a lot to stand on anymore. I mean, at the end of the day, they are proving that they didn't really have a lot of respect for it. But I just thought that The Force Awakens had great setup, great opportunities. And ultimately, yeah, I mean, you can look back at the point when Kathleen Kennedy decided that George Lucas's sequel trilogy wasn't worthy, and Luke Skywalker wasn't worthy. So I guess you're not totally wrong, but I have to stand by the fact that I enjoyed The Force Awakens until The Last Jedi ruined it for me. I mean, I have to stand by that. I can't change that. You know what I mean? So I mean, I was kind of just going to touch on about what we just talked about anyway with you guys. I could throw that to you guys, but we just touch on the same points. But thank you for the super chat, Tom. And thank you for telling Anna that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie last night. You're like one of the only few that stick with me. So.
We also know I won that debate.
Wait, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie.
Thank you, Jesse.
It's the best Christmas movie. It is about. It's an entirely a movie about love and sacrifice and family.
That's and that could be at any holiday. It doesn't have to be Christmas, and it doesn't fundamentally change it.
We already established that I won this argument yesterday, so we're not going to go on to this again. Okay. I'm going to pull his reviews for you guys live stream and see what he's saying, because I'm interested now, because this is the difference between a boy and a man, and a boy is going to go hide on his own stream and talk shit about people, but when he's invited to go talk face-to-face with that person, pretend like they're best friends and use them for their platform. So, and there's only 34 people watching. Great. That's All
right, so Darth Vader says, not this shit again, spoiler alert.
All right, everybody in the chat agrees that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. So, Jeremy.
Yeah, I already know I'm always on the losing side of this battle.
And
so,
I'm sorry, I still can't. Every time it comes up, I still just really want to explain to you guys why you're completely wrong for liking The Force Awakens.
I know. I know.
Just to let you know on that, Jeremy, there's only one season in Mexico when they play Die Hard, and that is during Christmas time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan.
That's why we're building the wall so we can separate ourselves from you
I'm
guys.
building the wall. Shut up, you lazy American.
If Mexico recognizes Die Hard as a Christmas movie and America doesn't, I'm moving to Mexico. That's the last straw. That is the last straw.
It's not a Christmas movie. You know what?
It's a Christmas movie, Jeremy.
Here we go. The next Common Sense crew we're just going to title it is Die Hard a Christmas movie. I bet we'll have 4,000 people watch.
And we'll argue about that for 3 hours.
All right, let me see. Where are we at? Nicholas Glenn, there we go. Cecil could have been the head of Lucasfilm and TFA still would have made $1 billion. It really irritates me when people give Craig Hay, Kathleen Kennedy credit for that. Well, I mean, yeah, it's stupid. I mean, this woman, she's gotten so much credit for things she's never done. Like, she gets credit for being producer on films that Steven Spielberg direct, you know? Like, who the hell? What other producer has gotten credit for those movies, by the way? Because there's a lot of producers on these movies. What other producer has gotten credit for those movies? Why is she the only one that gets credit for these movies? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. And then she gets elevated to the president of Lucasfilm. And again, I had no reason to doubt people like George Lucas and Bob Iger and Steven Spielberg when they thought this woman should be president. And we were all duped, you know, all duped. And so it's true, though. If Cecil was president, it would be a lot better than what Kathleen Kennedy's done. So Michael Rodriguez says, hey, guys, just want to let everybody know Bonnie's asking for donations for the Reviews for You channel. Craig has another tumor, not doing well. Maybe that's why he's talking bad about me. I don't know. So again, I'm not, it's whatever. I don't know what his problem with me is. I've had him on the channel. I don't know why they would be talking bad about me. If that someone in the chat says they are, that's fine. Welcome to the club. There's a long line of people that continued. Like, there's a lot of people out there that just love talking bad about me and Geeks and Gamers. And that's fine, I guess. It's what happens when you get a little bit of traction. So I'm not trying to get into a back and forth with any of these channels. That's why I said people are like, are you going to make a response to Jason Ward? And I was like, I mean, if I wanted views, I would just make a video of me scratching my ass, you know, and I'd get more views than making a response to Jason Ward, you know, like he's not worth it. He's not worth it.
Guys.
You know, this is a guy who says I'm irrelevant, yet he spends 10 minutes making a video to try to tell me he's got a .com. I don't care if you have a .com, bro.
No, like, dude, that's only in the first 53 seconds. I know, because that's how far I made it in before I had to stop because it was so bad.
I just want to say, I just want to point out the obvious in case it's not all crystal clear to us, but Jeremy is Regina George.
Who's that?
Pretty much.
Ivan!
Wait, Ivan, have you never seen Mean Girls?
Which one?
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
No, I've never seen them.
Ivan!
That's a great movie.
Anna!
Oh my God!
To Mexico. Just go.
Hold on. I'm about to call Anna out. Okay, Anna, you've never seen Christmas Vacation, and you're gonna call somebody out for not seeing Mean Girls?
Okay, my mother doesn't like the actor that's in it, which is why we never owned it. I'm sorry, I grew up in a ranch that didn't have TV. We only had whatever the VHSs that my mother bought. I'm sorry.
Mean Girls is gonna go down in history. Oh, did Ivan actually go back to Mexico? Oops. I think he actually. Oh no, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, Ivan. I didn't mean it.
Hey, Mexico. Hola. Hola.
Ivan, we should do a watch party of Mean Girls, guys.
We should. We absolutely should. Okay, but if Jeremy is Regina George, then Anna is definitely Amanda Seyfried's character.
The dumb one?
It's not because you're dumb. It's because you're hilarious.
That sounds like a breakup line right there. Line. It's not you, it's me. That's exactly what that was.
Yeah, that was
my boobs can tell the weather. Oh my God. There's a 20% chance that it's already raining, guys. I mean, you have no idea.
Spot on impression.
That was good.
No, I'm 100% Janice.
Well, I'm also Janice, but we have to be the Mean Girls crew here, okay?
Okay,
so
I will be Janice's gay best friend then.
You can't be! You can't be because we have to be part of the Mean Girls crew, which means one of us has to be Gretchen Wieners, one of us has to be Amanda Seyfried's character.
Ivan.
Who am I?
Ivan is Gretchen.
Oh, Ivan is definitely Gretchen.
Who the fuck is that?
Don't worry.
Don't worry about
Don't worry
Hold on,
about it.
I
Okay.
need to Google this.
Okay, well, Anna,
your
would you
hair.
rather
So
be?
because it's full
Would
of
you rather
secrets.
be? It's your hair is, and you know what? You're just. It's okay. You know how you just really want to curry favor with Jeremy all the time, and you just want to be his best friend and the most important thing in the world to him.
Why am I the slut?
You're not the slut.
They're all sluts. They're all sluts.
This
Ivan.
one is incredibly like.
No, she's the one who
she's
wants to
the
please the
least amount.
master.
The one that Jesse said I was is the one that's like, okay, well, he's so hot, even though he's my first cousin.
Okay, fine. Do you want to be? I will be Amanda Seyfried if you would rather be Lindsay Lohan. That's the only two options left, Anna. We're
Wait,
shafting
Lindsay
you either
Lohan is
way.
in this thing?
What?
Lindsay Lohan is in this thing?
This is like the last thing Lindsay Lohan did before she went totally tramp.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, Anna, your pick. Would you rather be Amanda Seyfried or would you rather be Lindsay Lohan?
I don't know. Which one do you think I'm more like, Jeremy?
Siegfried. So
What the hell? Oh my god.
I mean, look, I'm not proud of being Lindsay Lohan in this moment either. Like,
Well, at least you got to go to Africa.
it's true. I gotta live in Africa. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this thing is hot.
hang on just a minute.
Oh, Ivan's taking off his clothes.
Huh?
Ivan's taking off his clothes.
Okay. Let me get back to this. Let's see. Albedo, a watch party of the 2003 Clone Wars micro series. I like that idea. Actually, that's a really good idea. So again, look, with this, I mean, we're going to do a lot with this Common Sense crew. Again, I'm very happy with the response we've gotten tonight. I think this can only grow more and more. You know, we've maintained over 400 viewers. You know, we definitely want to get that into the thousands. And so, you know, there's a lot of opportunity for a lot of things we can do. There's going to be a couple of the people I'm going to bring onto the team also. You know, because we want to make it to where we've got, you know, just some different voices and you're going to know some of the names when you see them. And, you know, we're all not going to be available every week. And so I don't want us to stress out that we have to be here, but this will be the time, Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's going to be the time. And there's going to be a lot more that we're going to show you guys for the Common Sense Network that we're working on. So, but that's a good idea. So we'll look into that. Wolfman Jack, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
You two of you. Congratulations, all two of you.
Pagan God X. Sorry, Jesse and Ivan. I really wanted to meet you both this Saturday and shake both your hands, but my 5-year-old has my full attention this weekend. If you travel down I-75 Sunday or Monday, I'd buy you both dinner.
Oh, well, I'll be hopping a plane back. But thank you, and your 5-year-old deserves your full attention.
Yeah, and I agree with that completely. I mean, kids come first for sure. So, all right. So that we're caught up on that. Let's see and they're back to the Die Hard as the Christmas movie. So,
I just also wanted to say, if you guys are Batman fans, it came up earlier since we got some Batman fans out there. I don't know if you guys are into this whole minute podcast thing, this minute podcast world where people like dissect a movie a minute at a time and do an hour-long podcast on each minute. It's crazy, but it's super fun. These guys did Bat Minute. They started with 89, and then they're doing Bat Minute Returns right now. And this whole week, Monday, Wednesday, and tomorrow are my episodes. So you guys should check out Bat Minute Returns.
do you have a link that you can drop?
Yeah. Let me go find it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Feel free to drop that link in the
Oh,
comments.
absolutely. It's super fun. And it's two British guys and me, so it'll be a delight.
Okay. Now, to the chat. So how would you guys feel if we did like once? I wish we could have lined this up sooner and we could have done it for Halloween movies too, but we're a little too beyond that. But during Christmas, so like when December starts, how would you guys feel if we did a watch party of like some Christmas movies, you know,
like Die Hard?
month of December, like Home Alone, real Christmas movie, and
Die
Santa
Hard?
Claus, and we will watch Die Hard. We will watch Die Hard.
Home Alone is a Christmas movie, then Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Because
Jeremy.
they don't have as much to do with Christmas as each other. They just happen to be things that happen around Christmas.
That's
Thank
not
you,
true.
Jesse.
Like Home Alone is about the spirit of Christmas. Like
No,
it is.
Home Alone is
It is
about
about the
family.
spirit
No, it's
of
not.
Christmas.
It's about his
Strangers.
relationship with
John-
his mother, and so that way he doesn't feel alone anymore because he's so big and he's getting lost in this big family. And it's about him realizing that he loves his family and that he misses them and he wants them back. Change the holiday and it still freaking works.
I mean,
No,
it's also
John Williams wrote specific Christmas music for this movie.
Because it takes place during Christmas time. If it was 4th of July, he'd write 4th of July music. If it was Thanksgiving, he'd write Thanksgiving music.
everybody associates the Die Hard soundtrack as Christmas music. It's Christmas music for everybody, and all of the commercials for the subsequently released Die Hard movies all used Christmas music for their advertising.
What I'm saying, okay, I'm saying if you want, and I've said this forever because I've always been the minority on this argument. I said it last night when Anna and I got into this. I know that there's like 95% of people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. I'm not trying to change any fucking body's mind. It's not a goddamn Christmas movie to me. It could be one to you. It's not to me. It's that simple.
That's
Okay,
like
well, we
saying
know
that
one
Grinch
party.
Stole Christmas isn't a
It's-
Christmas movie to me.
It's just not a
Like-
Christmas movie to me. It never has been and never will be because it does not. It's not. It doesn't embody the spirit of Christmas for me.
What is the spirit of Christmas for you?
Well, it's just like anything else. Like it's subjective to me, but I'm just saying it doesn't take this super. It's a great all-time action movie. By the standard you're giving Die Hard a Christmas movie, then so is fucking Iron Man 3.
Does that even take place at Christmas time?
I don't remember. Iron Man 3.
Exactly.
See,
Exactly.
I don't even remember Iron Man 3 is taking place anywhere near Christmas. So clearly
Exactly. Because
Die
it hasn't
Hard-
become this internet debate.
Dude,
This is
he is
really
on his way to LA to visit his family for Christmas.
the whole point.
I even got
Hey,
you.
Tom
Like,
King.
It's
Tom
that-
King says Anna thinks Benji is a Christmas movie.
I've never seen Benji, so I
that
can't
is
talk about that.
It's the classic Christmas theme is I am trying to get home for Christmas. I'm
It
learning
is.
about the
And
importance of my
everyone
family.
is gone from the building. They're attacking the building because they know everyone is going to be gone for Christmas.
Look at Ivan. Look at Ivan. He's just reading his Iron Fist book.
Hey, what's up,
Ivan,
guys?
what's your favorite Christmas movie?
And then
okay,
Krista,
I have a
wait,
question.
Krista just says, hang on, Krista just says, Home Alone 2 is a Christmas movie because Trump is in it. Yes! That's a great answer. All right, go ahead, Ivan.
All right, so I have a favorite Christmas movie, but it's been a question of mine for a couple of years, and right now that we have at least a couple hundred people watching, especially you guys, I want to know your answer, and you cannot say both. You have to tell me whether this movie is a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Halloween movie.
Hang on, I'm sorry. I'm reading comments, so I'm sorry. I missed it because Nicholas Glenn's latest super chat. I had focus on
I
that.
read it too.
Say that again, Ivan. I totally look. You're Mexican. You're lucky to be here, so just repeat it.
Yes, master. Yes, master. Okay, so I want to know if The Nightmare Before Christmas
Oh, okay, yeah.
is a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie, and you cannot say both.
It's a Halloween movie.
I've always considered it a Halloween movie.
Halloween movie, 100%.
What about you, Anna?
I worked for Disney, so I know 100% it was both.
You cannot say both.
Oh,
Hey, and by the way, just real quick, hang on. No, wait. Before, if you haven't seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, mute because she will spoil it all.
okay, come on. If you haven't seen The Nightmare Before Christmas at this point, just kill yourself.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't like it. I don't think it's a good movie.
That's right,
But-
but you've seen it.
I've seen it because I had to. But it takes place, the first, minute of the movie is on Halloween, and then it works its way up to Christmas, and it's about this guy's dream of, making the Christmas, doing the Christmas
Yes,
thing.
we know what it's about.
Yes, so it is the spirit of Christmas and his version of Christmas, and so it is both. It is a Halloween movie because it starts off on Halloween and it ends
Never
on
follows the
Christmas
rules.
and it goes back. It's both.
Anything
Never
made by
follows
Tim
the
Burton. Anything made by Tim Burton is a Halloween movie. The end.
Except for Big Fish, which is his best movie, by the way.
It's also a Halloween movie, but it's also an excellent movie.
Big
It's
Fish is
both.
fantastic.
It's so good.
I've never
so-
seen the entire thing.
So, Ivan, at least Jesse and I followed the rules. We respect you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
Every rule is meant to be broken. Remember that.
What is it? Just do it if you can get away with it. That's your motto. So,
Better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
all right. Thantris says, Big Trouble in Little China, Kung Fu movie or no?
I've never seen it.
I've also never
What?
seen it.
Never seen it.
What? You never seen Big Trouble in Little China?
No.
Uh-uh.
Are you about to watch the chat go unglued right now? Just wait until you watch the chat go unglued. Just watch. Let them catch up.
Hey, people are saying I'm right. Just to let you know.
Look at the chat.
Fire
Fire
than
than
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Oh.
So
Heavy Rain is definitely a Christmas movie.
kick them.
Build a wall around them.
All right, so we're gonna revisit that question because I don't want to give an answer. So why don't we do a watch party of Big Trouble in Little China? Maybe next week on your. You want to do that for the Common Sense Crew for you next week, Ivan?
Sounds good.
I'll give everybody. I'll get a copy.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting sick.
Wow.
I will have to watch it on my own report back.
That was
You know,
such bad acting.
Yeah. Hey, look. Finn Jones doesn't have a job. You don't need to try to get his job. Okay, he doesn't even
I
have
don't know
one.
who that
That's
is.
really bad. That's really bad acting.
Son of a freaking bitch.
I don't know.
Anna, listen. This is gonna be Anna's new motto: is swing gonna miss because she is missing everything tonight.
Wait, is Finn Jones Iron Fist?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know his name, but I did figure out he's the gay guy in Game of Thrones. He's the one that was sleeping with the
Sir Lars.
grass that was gay.
Yeah, Sir Lars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna have to correct this though. I can't believe you guys haven't seen Big Trouble in Little China, so we're gonna have to fix that. So Thantris, we're gonna revisit that.
But
We're gonna revisit that. Okay. Let's see. Nicholas Glenn, Greg. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna read that comment only because I'm not gonna give this any more attention at this point. I don't care. And I'm kind of done with it. One thing I'm gonna have to get better about is just stop acknowledging these people on the air. And I have to get better about that because I'm a very confrontational person. But now that we have the platform we have, I understand people are now just trying to get me to respond to them, and it's hard for me to not respond because I like it. That's why I've had to dial back Twitter because I'm a counter puncher. You know, like I'll do anything in the world for you. You fuck with me, I'm going to make your life twice as miserable as it was before. Because my mentality is if I'm walking down the street, minding my own business, and you walk up to me and hit me, then you deserve to get hit back twice as hard. But now that we have a following here, and now that we have a platform, people are just going to say whatever the fuck they want to say to try to get attention so I can give them a shout out indirectly so people will go check them out. And I have to get better about that. It's simple as that. I have to do a better job of it, and I'm going to work on that. But it's hard because that's how I'm built. I'm built to hit back and hit back twice as hard. I'm built to be confrontational. I'm built to get in your face. I'm built to say, get off the fucking keyboard and talk to me like a fucking man. That's how I'm built. Sometimes that's probably not the best approach when you have a platform and the little chihuahuas are biting at your ankles. So that's what's going on right now. Everybody wants to talk about me, say shit about me because they know I'm going to respond, and I've got to get better about that. So with that, we'll move on. Micah Mathis, how will they deal with HA2 since Trump is in it? Home Alone 2. It's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny dynamic because somebody did like a montage of all these things that Trump was involved in, or these mentions that Trump was involved, like Hollywood, all of these shows, all these talk shows, all these rap videos. Like he was worshipped. He was worshipped by Hollywood as Donald Trump, the billionaire, you know, the apprentice, this, that, just worshipped. And then as soon as he ran for president, racist, bigot, misogynist, they're toxic. You can't, you know, so I don't know how, I mean, I don't foresee anything with Home Alone 2 being dealt with. I mean, he's in it. People have known it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't really know how they would deal with it. I don't think they're going to really make a big deal of it. Do you guys think they're going to make a big deal of that?
The fact that he's in it. I mean, like that was what he did with his money. He was like, I want to be in movies, pay people so that they would put him in their movies. Like that's, I mean, I never particularly cared for him as a human being, even back in his celebrity days. So I'd look at it the same way, like, oh, there's that guy that I don't really like. So that's all. On my end, that's it. Will people make? I mean, honestly, it's probably one of the things that like he's so unremarkable in his like movie cameos that I don't think that anyone like thinks to bring it up or care about it. So I don't know, like, because you don't really hear anything about that, about like never ever watch The Apprentice ever again. It kind of feels like people have mostly just mentally separated Trump the entertainer, mogul thing versus Trump the president. So I don't think it's worth making a big deal over.
I don't know. I think his best appearance in a show or movie was, he wasn't actually even in it. It was the episode of Friends where Monica and Chandler go away for the weekend, and then they, nobody knows that they're together. So when they come back, everyone's like, "Oh, how was the trip?" And Monica's like, "Oh, I saw Donald Trump waiting for waiting for the elevator." And then Chandler says the same thing, and Joey's there both times, and it clicks. And then Joey realizes that they're like sleeping together, and he freaks out, and that's when Joey has to be sworn into secrecy. So.
That was so specific.
She's very specific when it comes to Friends. So
I've never seen Friends, so there you go.
What?
Oh,
it's never gonna happen. It's just never gonna happen. I missed the boat, and it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, no, trust me. You never missed a boat with Friends.
I've heard it doesn't hold up if you watch it.
Oh, it does.
Okay. So no. What I've heard is that if you watched it when you were young and you loved it then, it's timeless. But if you got into it as an older person, it will never have the same impact.
That's a lie. I watched it for the first time in college, and I love it, and I constantly rewatch it.
It's great. It's all-time greatness. It's the best. So.
I did watch Gilmore Girls for the first time like 2 years ago, and I did enjoy it. So. Yeah.
Yeah, damn it, Anna, you ruined Friends, says the music anon. So,
oh my god, it's been out for 20 years.
So all right, let me move on. Wolfman Jack, even Bruce Willis said Die Hard wasn't a Christmas movie. End of discussion.
That's how is that the end of the discussion? If Heath Ledger comes back from the dead and says The Dark Knight is not a Batman movie, that doesn't make it so. The actor has no sway or overarching judgment on what the genre of a movie is. That's
I like
just because
the
actor says
Anthony
so.
Hopkins coming on and saying, "Oh yeah, Silence of the Lambs is a romantic comedy."
Right? That doesn't make it so. That's like Ryan Johnson
but,
coming out and saying The Last Jedi is good.
No. No, because there's no. If Anthony Hopkins said that, there's no substance to even have that discussion. Nobody's debating if the movie is a romantic comedy versus a psychological thriller.
Valentine's Day, Jeremy.
Okay,
it came
Jeremy.
out on Valentine's Day.
Okay, Jeremy. Ryan Johnson says The Last Jedi is good. Who are you to say differently?
But again,
Daisy Ridley says The Last Jedi is good.
Again, an actor or a director saying a movie is good doesn't mean it. He's not. There's no benefit to Bruce Willis saying it is or isn't a Christmas movie, other than his opinion based on what the movie.
His opinion. You just said it. Opinion. You just said it. It's
absolutely, absolutely. I didn't say that meant that it was or wasn't. I'm saying that's support on my side of the argument, which I've already said. I'm 95% in. Like, I'm the 5%. I understand that. I'm acknowledging that. I'm just saying that by Bruce Willis saying it, that gives a little bit of credibility. And the fact that you guys who have 95% of this argument get so worked up because one person said something shows that you really don't know if you don't feel as strongly about this as you continue to project. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Mr. Amateur psychologist. I guess that the fact that so many people say that The Last Jedi is good, and every time someone says it, it makes you more adamant against it, even though more people dislike it than like it. I guess that means you don't really believe it's a bad movie.
Not really, because I don't care if they say it's good. It doesn't bother me. Like, you guys are bothered because you're like, here's what if he said this? What if that guy said that?
It's like when somebody tells me
the points we're making.
It's like when somebody tells me that Donald Trump uses complete sentences when he gives speeches. It's just a factually inaccurate statement.
Let's see.
Damn.
Tom King says it's not even close to 95%.
Jeremy, I'm gonna grab some ice for that burn while you try to dodge Jesse's.
Hey, you can't burn me. I'm already sitting here in the smallest minority group possible, just arguing
Oh,
that Die
you
Hard's
the
not
white
a Christmas
person
movie.
feels
Cry about it.
persecuted.
Oh, everyone's ganging up on the poor white man.
No, I'm saying when you have that much of it,
World.
when you
White
have
men
that
are
much of
so
advantage,
well.
why are you so sensitive? Because Bruce Willis said it's not a Christmas movie. Why are you so
You're
like?
not sensitive. You were the one that brought it up as your argument. and you
Okay.
I was just clapping. I was just clapping.
I just like to point out that Bruce Willis's comment specifically, when asked if it was a Christmas movie, his response was, "It's a goddamn Bruce Willis movie." That's not exactly a credible argument to refute the points. Okay.
That means it's an action movie. That's what it means because Bruce Willis is a known
It is an
action star.
action
Your
movie.
extrapolation, that's Bruce Willis saying he doesn't give a crap whether it's a holiday movie or not. It's one of his movies, so it's great. All right.
So with that logic, does that mean that The Sixth Sense is an action movie?
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
a Bruce Willis movie.
Yeah.
So the
But the
Sixth
debate
Sense is
no, but the debate is specific about Die Hard.
Bruce Willis.
Is it an
Christmas
action movie or is it a Christmas
It is
movie?
a Bruce Willis Christmas
It is
movie.
both. What is the problem with it being
You can have
both?
an action-packed Christmas movie. Is
Did you
Elf
not
is
watch
Elf a
Turtle Man?
comedy?
There's
Is Elf
action
a
in that.
comedy or a Christmas movie?
Oh god. Okay.
Is
All
Elf
right.
a comedy or a Christmas movie?
All right. We got to move on.
We
Jesse
will never move
demonetized. Jesse demonetized the live stream. Says Viper Chief 117. All right. Riff Mago says Anna has spoilers flu. Let's see. Cotton Candy Hair. Jeremy. Friends sucks balls. You're
Ooh.
banned. You are banned
Them's fighting.
Get out of here.
the live stream. Friends is life. Friends is life. And so is Wings, by the way. Wings is amazing.
What is that?
Wings?
Like-
the thing that birds have, so they can glide.
Yeah. Sandpiper Air takes place in Nantucket. The brothers, the pilots. It's got Lowell, who was Lowell in Spider-Man 3. I think he
Somebody?
was Sandman. It's great though. Friends is great. It's amazing. Let's see. Pagan God X, Jesse versus and Anna versus Jeremy debate. This is what I want. Well, you gotta go small taste of that right there.
It's not really a debate. It's more of a smackdown.
Well, it's more of two people acting like they're confident, but then showing their insecurities when a little
are we
bitty,
showing
little
our
bitty,
We are
little
trying
bitty.
to get the
Are
point
you talking
across.
about
It's
you and your
like
reflection?
wall. Jeremy, this is what it's like when we're debating people on Twitter, and it's like, let me show you all of this evidence, and you're just like, no. It's like every time I say the sky is blue, and you're like, no, it's green, and it's like, no, it's a scientific fact. The sky is fucking blue.
Okay, so how
And you're
much
like, no,
involvement?
it's not.
Okay, at what point does it become a Christmas movie? So if I make
The first
movie.
5 minutes.
shh,
First 5 minutes.
if I make a movie,
That's the
if
main
I make a movie, and it's set at Christmas, but it has nothing to do with Christmas, does that make it a Christmas movie?
Everything to
I'm
do with
asking you a hypothetical question. I'm trying to find out where is the line. What is and isn't a Christmas movie? So at what point does
Is the fact that it's set at Christmas relevant to the movie?
not in
Yes.
the bigger scheme of things, it doesn't fundamentally change it if you change the holiday.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. He's going home for Christmas.
And it could be going home for Halloween or things.
Well, okay, but there's a pervasive theme. There is a pervasive Christmas theme. I'll be home for Christmas. That is a pervasive theme in Christmas lore, in Christmas media. I'll be home for Christmas. I will going through a struggle, going through trials to make it home for Christmas is a Christmas specific theme.
Okay, and again, you could change that, and it wouldn't fundamentally change the movie because it's an action movie about Bruce Willis being an action star.
It's a
kicking
tough
ass.
movie
The action
about-
wouldn't happen if it wasn't for the bad guys coming there on Christmas because they know everyone's going to be gone and they're having the Christmas party, and so they can break in and do this on Christmas.
But that's the beautiful part. Also, that's the beautiful part about a Bruce Willis movie is that it's not just mindless action. It's not just someone punching things. It's not like Steven Seagal or something. It's Bruce Willis actually being an actor and portraying a character with depth. Part of what makes us root for him so hard and care so much is the emotional journey he goes on trying to get to his family on Christmas.
We need to do a watch through of Die Hard. Is what we need to do. And by the way, the chat's cracking me up. I saw somebody say Jeremy's turned into an NPC. They say Ivan has the right idea. So it's really good. Really good stuff. Okay. Let me see. Nicholas Glenn, I brought Die Hard up 2 nights ago, and it's carried on for 2 days now. Now that's a well spent $1.99 super chat. Hey, Common Sense Crew is here to give you your money's worth. Okay, that's what we're here to do.
We're gonna stretch that dollar out.
Renee Navarez, A Christmas Story is the best Christmas movie of all time. By the way, is anyone pumped for the new Halloween movie? I'm looking forward to the new Halloween movie. It's been a long time since I watched the Halloween movies, and I mean a long time.
Sent me the original one, and I need to. I gotta pop that in and rewatch it.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this movie. I can't wait. So, let me see. Pagan God X says, "Whoop ass, ladies! This is awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. That's what we're here for."
Painting.
Aw, how charming!
Painting.
That's
nice.
Very romantic.
That's this right here. I've got the painting she gave me that she claims I didn't care about.
Aw.
You looked at it and you put it in the back seat.
I had to drive. All right, and let me see.
I just saw a comment saying, which one do you guys like better as a Christmas movie, Die Hard or The Gremlins? I must
Christmas movies.
Huh?
They're both Christmas movies.
No, yeah, but which one do you like better?
Die Hard.
As a Christmas movie or as a movie?
Oh shoot!
As a movie, Gremlins, but as a Christmas movie, Gremlins, but as a movie, Die Hard.
I sense a Freudian slip in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Anna, don't hurt yourself.
Aww.
What happens? What happens when you get it wet?
It's Gizmo. I got my gremlin. He's so cute. He talks.
I had one of those back in the day. I don't know where it's at now. So, all right. Where am I at? Let's see. Nicholas Glenn, Die Hard 2 is the second greatest Christmas movie. Channa McDaniel, are Jessie's cute armpits off limits? I never knew I had a fetish for such a thing. Not hitting on her, but they just do something for me. Love y'all.
This is a thing. This is a thing. For some reason, every time I raise my arms in a video when I'm wearing something sleeveless, I get comments about my armpits. And for some reason, like, I don't even know if you can tell, like, so I have very fine hairs, right? And so, like, I don't even know that you can tell on the video when they are and are not newly shaved. But for some reason, every time they're freshly shaved, someone can tell. They're like, "Oh, you just shaved those, didn't you?" I'm like, how can you even tell? You can't even see the hairs when they're longer. I don't understand.
Oh man. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna go Ivan on that one and just yeah, I'm gonna go Ivan on that one. So Mattuine, NPC, Nakatomi Plaza Christmas. I don't know if I said that right. So Nicholas Glenn, I just got a $13,000 check today. Diarrhea super chats, here we come. Love the Common Sense Crew. Glad y'all are back.
What do you do? I want your job. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no,
unless it's like something absolutely horrifying, then I don't want it. Like,
yeah.
if you like sharks, I don't want that job.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at the comments just before I go back into the super chat, and there's Gizmo. Here, hang on. There's Gizmo.
Gizmo.
All right. Spider-Man, not Bug Boy. Die Hard is not a Christmas film. Oh my God, we can't keep it. Can't keep going. We're gonna have to delay this for another episode because this has dominated most of it. Mega Jetty 1, last one. Halloween 4 is the best to me. I need to rewatch all the Halloween movies. It's been so long. I watched Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. I always preferred Friday the 13th just because the Crystal Lake aspect of it. I don't know what it was about those movies that I liked, but yeah.
I camped at Crystal Lake this summer.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was cool.
You want to get that one, Anna? Do you know her?
Yeah, this is my coworker Megan. She actually, how I do my face paint, she taught me how to face paint. She's a huge Star Wars fan. Megan Singer, thank you for the super chat. Hope you all are having the best. Gosh, it's scrolled away from me. Hope you all are having the best night. Love it, heart. Yeah, Megan, I introduced her to everyone's channels because obviously I kind of talk about Star Wars and what I do. And so her and my boss, they always watch all the videos and they're really supportive. So thank you, Megan. Happy that you're here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Megan. Happy to have you here.
Thank you.
So we really appreciate that. All right. Jeremy is Pumpkinhead. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Let's see. Best Thanksgiving movie of all time, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I agree with that. It's a good one right there. All right. Mario Kart with a C. Why, Viper Chief? Why would you do that? Why? I mean, we've been having a really good discussion. I don't think anybody has said Mario Kart with a C, and then you had to go introduce that. Why would you do that? It's been a really good show, and now you've brought blasphemy into it. Why would you do this?
Hey, Jeremy,
Huh?
are you triggered?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not programmed to be triggered. I'm an NPC according to the chat tonight. So.
Jeremy.
All right. Mortal Kombat with a C. So that's going to start now. That's a thing. Here we go. All right. So line some questions up for us, guys. We've been on for how long have we been on for?
A couple hours now.
No, 2 hours now. So
I like how the majority of this though has been on the Christmas movie topic.
yeah, I heard
no
that.
joke.
So we've been on for 2 hours. Let's see. Channing McDaniel says non-perv super chat.
Thank you, Shannon. We appreciate it.
And Rick Miranda says, what happens when you spill terrible Alabama barbecue sauce on that fresh, clean, new hat? I don't know. Hopefully, you know what? Big game coming up Saturday. It's Hate Tennessee week. So you're going to be seeing Bama gear tomorrow's last day for the weekend. But there's a lot of big games heading in the next few weeks. So you're going to be I'm not going to talk about it because you guys don't like when I talk about sports on here, but I'm going to be repping. I'm going to be repping for sure. And so I hope I don't spill any barbecue sauce on the hat tomorrow or Saturday because it's third Saturday in October. Here we go. All right. Hat is too clean. It is because it's do I have my I don't think I have my old one in here. I don't know. The last time I wore my old one was when I did the live stream from Texas and it was raining and I'd been up for like 20 something hours driving and I just stood out in the rain live streaming because I was so tired. And that was kind of the end of the road for that hat. And I'm the type of person, I will hold on to a hat or a piece of clothing or shoes. Like my shoes, these shoes are like 7 years old now. And I've had them to get repaired because they had holes in them. I just don't like change. I'm very stubborn. But finally that hat had to go. And no, I'm not signing it and selling it to you guys. I know you want me to, but I would not, like at some point, that's just going to make your house smell. You know, it's just not worth it. I'm not doing that. All right. Where we at?
Oh, what happened? Who's on? Sorry. Sports. Who played the Thursday night game?
Was it Arizona and Denver?
Oh, that's boring.
Yeah, it's a terrible game.
They were lining up. They had such good Thursday night games for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's a terrible matchup.
Oh God, the Broncos. It's only the third quarter, and the Broncos are just eating the Cardinals for lunch.
Yeah, terrible matchup. Nicholas Glenn, not even going to repeat what entered my mind when Jesse said, "What happens when you get wet?" Oh my God. LOL. I do system engineering for an insurance company.
It's a.
So he does system engineering for an insurance company. And Nicholas Glenn will be here next week, so hit a brother up. The sign of Zeta. Good to see you smiling again, Jesse. I agree.
Yeah.
Good to see you smiling again.
Thank you guys for everyone who threw some support my way after my video on Monday, whenever I made it.
Yeah.
I was having some drama, some work drama.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know. I like to see when the Geeks and Gamers community kind of comes together for everyone. So I'm happy that we've got Jesse smiling again. That's always a good thing. Nicholas Glenn, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a Thanksgiving movie. It is. I don't think anybody really can debate that one. So Pagan God X, do this any Friday, Saturday night. I'll donate every time. Well, we're gonna do. I mean, Thursday's gonna be our scheduled day. Again, that doesn't mean we can't do other days of special, episodes and things like that. We're just going to see how it evolves. And as hopefully the show gets more traction as we continue to do it, And if the show continues to get more traction, then we will bring more content your way. You know, it was really cool seeing how many people were looking forward to this episode tonight. There was a lot of people waiting. So many people have asked for this to come back. And so we're really happy that it's become a thing. We're happy with the response. 342 likes. Can we get up to 400? Can we get up to 400 likes? I think we can.
Likes. Let's do it.
I think we can do it.
One. Clap,
I
clap.
think we can do it.
Everybody, right now.
I think we can do it. Yeah. Let's see. If you do this on Christmas, does that make it a Christmas movie? That's spoiler mouth Anna.
Live stream
said that.
Christmas movie.
So yeah, if we do a video on Christmas and I have just an ornament in the background, it'll automatically make.
I don't know, Jeremy.
Christmas
will we
video.
be celebrating the Christmas spirit with each other? Because if we are, then it's a Christmas movie, and I don't see how we could be doing a live stream with each other on Christmas without celebrating the Christmas spirit with each other.
I can't wait to watch Die Hard together. That's going to be great.
Oh, yeah. Can we just abandon all of our families on Christmas Day and watch a Die Hard marathon together?
I'm not gonna finish it.
Tom King said we can get 1,000 viewers with the right type of advertising and title. You know, I'm figuring it out again. Like I said, man, the YouTube algorithm is crazy. There were times back when my live streams would crash at 1,000 likes. There were we'd get 2,500 viewers, and the channel only had 20,000 subs at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I don't understand it. I have changed some of the metadata up recently, and that's increased viewers. I'm leaving the live streams public again, which is something I stopped doing for a long time. And once I stopped doing that, it killed the algorithm on it. I talked to Ethan about it, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then he's like, what are you doing? Because your channel's bigger than mine, So I'm like, it's a crapshoot, you don't know.
Public is okay now.
I'm not saying it's okay. It's just something I'm working. I'm just I told our viewers for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to leave live streams all public.
Okay. Just
so I can see how the live streams respond, and then I'll see how the channel growth goes and things like that.
Please let me know, because I'm still ever since mine hit that wall over the summer, it's gone back up, but then it was I'm still struggling. For months I had super steady growth, and ever since that hit, even though I've bounced back, it's hills and valleys now when it was always steady before. So I'm still still working on that one.
And Real Ruler 2112 says, I know exactly why it's happened, but you don't want to hear it, Geeks and Gamers. I'm sure you're probably going to say YouTube is throttling me or something like that.
Because you won't accept Mario Kart spelled with a C.
I don't feel that I'm that important. I've heard a lot of people say YouTube is silencing you, Google is after you. I'm not that important. I'm just not. There's a lot bigger channels that say similar things that I say. A lot bigger channels that get millions of views. So I mean, we're growing, and I know that, and I know certain people do know about us, but not to the point where they're just going to try to start silencing. And maybe that's a lack of self-awareness on my part, but I don't see it. Go ahead.
I have a non sequitur, if that's okay. Just a total non sequitur.
Go for it.
You know how you hate words like some of us hate words like moist and things like that?
Mm-hmm.
Cringe. That's one for me. I cannot stand the word cringe.
Really?
When people are like, oh, it's so cringe, this is so cringe, I'm like, I just don't that word makes me cringe, I don't look at things and describe them as cringy, even when that's how they make me feel, because I just don't like that word. I don't know. Anyone else?
I don't have a problem with that word.
I know you don't. You say 8,000 times, and you said it 1 million times in this chat, but I don't know. That one just for me. That one's just someone writes moist cringe. Thank you. How about cringy moistness? That I'm okay with.
Anybody else?
Is slightly better than cringe for me, but I just don't like cringe. I just don't.
Ivan, Anna, either one of you got a problem with cringe?
I don't have a problem with cringe. I do have a problem with when people emphasize T's. When they say, stop it. Super emphasize T.
Stop it.
Yeah.
The almost, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
What do you want?
Yeah, that. I can't stand it. Unless it's in a musical, I can't stand it.
You know what though? I think the thing with cringe is that it's just so nonsense. It's like one of these overused. I hate button words. Like, be more specific. You know? Oh, it bugs me when people emphasize the H in WH words. That too. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, I probably do have a lot of those things that bother me, but nothing's ringing a bell right now. I just don't like NPCs, so I'll say that.
Hey guys, before anything else, there's this personal matter that I need to attend to real quick. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna head out.
No, you told me before the show if we went long, you were probably gonna have to bounce. So it's all good, buddy. So
all right, thank you so much to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for coming. We're probably going to rotate.
It'll be your channel next week.
Yes. So thank you so much, guys. I love all of you, and have tacos for me, okay?
I want taco emojis in the chat for Ivan right now. All right, Ivan, take care, buddy. Call me later.
Will do. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ivan.
All right. So let's see if we can get those taco emojis, and then I'll start reading some super chats. Everybody's saying bye to Ivan. 13 likes to go, so we need only 13 more likes to hit 400. That is very awesome. So
I'm gonna read one of these super chats because it's from my best friend Sav. Her thing on here is Hannah Banana. Sav, thanks for the super chat. She says, "LOL, I can relate to Jesse. The phrase grinds my gears really grinds my gears," and I can 100% agree with that on her because like I know you hate the word cringe, but she like her face literally cringes and like her shoulders go up and she's like, ugh.
See, that's okay. See, I don't mind when you use cringe in that sense because you're using it very descriptively. When somebody describes something as cringe, I'm like, be more specific. Use more words. What do you mean, you uneducated fool? But the way you used it was highly specific, and it bothered me less, actually.
Well, and Hannah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for super chat. Well, I'm Hannah Banana though. It's what I'm calling her because that's what everybody's going to see.
Her name's Sav. Call her Sav. I don't care. Call her Sav.
I'm saying Hannah Banana now, just because Anna's getting really mad. But anyway,
I hate the name Hannah, and she knows that. But
and that's why I'm going to keep saying it. So Hannah _ Banana, just to aggravate the cookie queen over there. No, but Sav, it was great hanging out with you, hanging out at Disneyland and hanging out with us. It was cool. So hopefully when I come back to California, I'll see you again. So thank you for the super chat. And where did I leave off? Brandon Moist. I haven't seen a super chat I haven't sent a super chat in a while. Keep up the good fight. Thank you, Brandon. It has been a while since I've seen you, buddy. So it's good to have you here. Good to have you join in the Common Sense crew. We really appreciate that. Comrade Commodore, better known as Cobra Commander, if Anna was reading it. Thank you for the super chat. And Cotton Candy Hair Jeremy. I think I have a set schedule on certain content will help bypass a lot of the notifications problem. You're right about that. Having a set schedule will definitely do that. I agree with you 100%. So it's just a struggle. I've talked to bigger YouTubers that, everybody goes through this phase. You grow, your channel grows, your views don't really, evolve with the growth, and then they'll come back around. It's part of it. So
well, that's the weird thing for me is that the views haven't slacked off at all. It's the growth that has. So I'm sure it's just one of those things, but
yeah.
But thanks, guys, that you're still there watching. I really appreciate that. It's awesome.
Yeah. All right. And Brandon Moist, super chat for Jesse. My last name is Moist. LOL.
Moist doesn't bug me that much. It actually, I think it used to, but it bugs so many people so much more that I really enjoy emphasizing it to make people like EVS cringe.
It just makes me think about How I Met Your Mother. I don't know if you guys, I know Jeremy hasn't watched it. I don't know if you watched it. Did you watch it, Jeff?
Yes, every second.
The scene, or is it Lily? Like, she hates the word moist because obviously it like makes your mind go to a different place. But when I think of the word moist, I'm like, oh my fucking god, like brownies and cookies when they're like super moist.
Right. I think brownies, cake, moist cake. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like a very Yiddish sounding word. It's so moist. When you say it that way, it sounds creepy. When you do the Jewish. So very moist. Yeah.
Nicholas Glenn, if I pay for a round trip air ticket for Anna to come out to Pensacola next week, would she give me a free painting when I get my Geeks and Gamers shirt?
Wait, you want to fly me to Pensacola?
He'll be in Pensacola next week to meet me for his free Geeks and Gamers shirt. So,
Oh.
I'll let her. She'll answer that another time probably. But I'd say she has things going on. She can't just leave California that quickly. Shannon McDaniel, I'm literally convulsing on the floor in a puddle.
That is disturbing.
And then Pagan God X says, I'm literally shaking right now. Can we spoon? Our ships must sail in different waters because no, we can't spoon. All right. So we're caught up on super chats. And we're talking about moist crackers.
Yum, moist.
Moist Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Let's see. And
I'll hail the Cookie Queen.
yeah.
400 likes, guys. We have 400 likes.
Nice.
We did it. I'm proud of us.
So what questions do you guys have for us? We're probably gonna have to wrap this up pretty soon.
It's late for me now. And I have to prepare because I am a guest at a Comic-Con this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very
now,
excited.
what I was gonna do, you want to tell us a little bit about that real quick?
I would love to. I would absolutely love to. So I'm actually staying with one of the guys who helped organize it and brought me out here. So it's the Newaygo County Comic-Con. It's in Fremont, Michigan. So if you are a day's drive from Fremont, Michigan, I highly recommend you come check it out. It'll be really, really fun. There'll be, I believe we have the 501st is going to be here. Members of the 501st will be present and accounted for. We've got some cool people like this guy himself actually has done. He was in the Dogman movies, which are a bit of like a local cult classic out here. I will be here, of course. We have some other Star Wars related folk out in this hood, and yeah, so it'll be really fun. It'll be a good Star Wars. I get to do a panel.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, I get to run a panel.
What else is the panel going to be about?
What I decided was the direction I want to go is navigating your fandom when it's being co-opted by politics. I'm thinking of a catchier title for it, but the essence of it is I want to take a look. I want to talk a little bit about some of our favorite fandoms and the way that they interject their personal politics, worldviews, etc., in subtle allegorical ways where you can take it or leave it as needed. So like if it doesn't jive with your personal life philosophies, you can still enjoy the movie and not feel like these themes are being rammed down your throat. And versus what we have today, where you're being bitch slapped with these concepts. And I really want to talk about then how, like, obviously Star Wars has become hugely politicized. You have things happening like Gamergate and Comicsgate, and the reality is a lot of people, first of all, people on both sides are being heavily misunderstood, and second of all, a lot of people just want to enjoy their fandom without having to pick a side, without having to have these conversations, without having to make enemies because they fall on one side or the other of it, and how to sort of proceed forwards with the love and attachment to our fandom rather than dislike of a political opinion.
Okay.
I like that. You should film it.
I'm hoping to get someone to film it. Also, if you guys are interested, I'm going to post the link to the Comic-Con right down there. There's all the information you could possibly want. So if you are going to be available and anywhere in the area, definitely come join us. I have buttons, guys. I have Mindless Entertainment buttons. So I will be giving those out for freezies. I'm going to be trying to sell shirts. If that fails miserably, I'll just give those away too. But I would like to sell shirts. I have a fabric marker so I can sign them. I can do autographs and stuff if you guys are there and you want it. But anyway, I'm really excited. Super stoked.
Now it's so fancy.
Yeah. So anyway, Doc Holiday, it's JESSI, the first one. Someone's asking me Holiday. Anyway, so that's that. You got the links. So definitely check it out. And hopefully if anyone's in the Midwesty region, the Michigan-y region, hopefully
definitely go check out Jesse's. So I'm so sad. I wish I could be there.
I wish you could be here too. I would love to have had you here. That'd been great.
And then Anna, do you have anything that you have going on that you want to talk about? Like, I don't know if you have any streams or anything to give away. I don't think you do.
Birthday, it's gonna be in a couple of days.
Mine?
No.
Oh. Bruce Willis?
my birthday coming up. I'm so excited.
Happy almost birthday!
Thank you. I'm gonna go skydiving and I'm gonna film it and I'm gonna put it on my channel.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Can I come with you? I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I'm out of town.
It's on that day that you told me you were going to Halloween Horror Nights.
It is?
I'm gonna do it that morning.
Okay, wait, you're going in the morning?
Well, like, I'm not gonna wake up that early, but I'm gonna go that, earlier in the day.
Okay. Do you have it like reserved yet and stuff?
I do not.
Okay.
Do I come?
Please
Nobody's
give me the
gonna jump with me.
Honestly, I will jump with you.
Yes!
Straight up
I'm
jump
not
with
doing
you.
it by myself.
I will absolutely jump out of an airplane with you 100%.
That
Oh my
sounds
gosh,
pretty
so
awesome. So you guys definitely have to record that. That'll be cool.
Heads up, guys. You are both officially quarterly invited to next year's New County Comic-Con. So
I can probably make it with that much of a notice.
there you go. 1 year from now-ish, you guys better be out here in Michigan. And let me tell you, this time of year, Michigan is beautiful. The leaves are changing color. It's all fall-y and stuff. It's really nice.
I want to go. I want to go so bad. Okay.
Absolutely.
Down.
Right.
I'll put it in my calendar.
Please do.
Any excuse I can have to drive, let me have the excuse because I love driving. So
there you go.
Yeah, people think I'm crazy. But, huh?
Me and Jesse can fly together.
Yeah, you guys can fly. I'm driving. So I like driving. I like being in control because that's what I do. So.
Oh my gosh, me and Jesse can even ask if we can meet the pilot, and I'll bring my freaking clone trooper helmets, and we can take a picture in the cockpit with the pilot, and we'll both be wearing the clone trooper helmet.
That would be so dope. That would be so cool.
That's
I have
awesome.
Anakin's pod racing helmet somewhere.
The spectacular webhead said the director of Die Hard has stated that it's not a Christmas movie.
I don't believe you, and I don't care. Okay, you know what, Jeremy? I don't care because it's obviously a Christmas movie, and the director's full of shit.
I don't know if that's true. I was just repeating what they said. So, somebody sent a $2 super chat that was retracted. So, still thank you for that. Nicholas Glenn, I used to live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Love it up there. Never been to Michigan. Never been to Michigan. So,
I may have to. Okay, so I'm having a positive experience so far. I did a Meant to Offend video several months ago called "Michigan Sucks," and the unapologetic Jessie Milestone may have to apologize for something after this trip. So
she's gonna have to apologize for Die Hard also at some point. So.
Never.
What's that guy's name that does the late night talk show host that does the karaoke videos?
Jimmy Fallon?
No, James something. James Corbin or something like that. He does it with all this famous stars. He did it with Elton John and all these big music stars. They do the car karaoke. Somebody will say it in the chat here in just a minute. Let's see. James Corden. James Corden. So you guys, since you're going to cite that skydiving, look up his James Corden and Tom Cruise skydiving video. It's like 10 minutes long. It's hilarious.
I'm sure it is.
It's great.
I don't know if I want to watch that.
It's so good. It's so good. Let's see. Shannon McDaniel says, I'm playing about the pit thing, but you working it. I'm playing about the armpit thing, but you're still working it. You're working it apparently. Hey, we're here to entertain. So that's what we do. So.
Question: have either of you guys heard about a web series called Heroin Bird?
No.
Okay, so I have to watch the episodes. They hit me up and they sent me a swag bag for it. But it's some people in Pittsburgh who are making it's like an all-female superhero web series. And I don't know what their budget's like. Some of the pictures look really cool. It's supposed to be like very campy. All of their like promo material is all like super curvy and stuff. So I'm very stoked about watching it. But yeah, I just want to know if any of you had heard of it.
I'm anxious to watch this new Netflix series about I keep forgetting it's like a horror series or whatever. I just saw it the other day.
Jeremy, it's very.
Oh my gosh, I have a picture I need to show you from that horror thing. It's not a spoiler or anything, but you guys talk while I find this picture.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure it's not like a snapshot of the climax of the film?
Oh man.
Cotton Candy Hair Jeremy said the writer of Die Hard says it was a Christmas movie.
Well, you already said it didn't matter what the director said.
Oh, but it matters what the writer said because the writer is the person who came up with the movie. The writer of all the people.
So what you're saying is, if the writer in fact whatever the writer says, you're saying is exactly what it would be. So if that writer ultimately we research it and that writer actually said it's not a Christmas movie, you're saying you're going to concede that it's not a Christmas movie? Is that what you're saying?
If the writer says he did not write it with the intention of being a Christmas movie, I will concede that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, or that Die Hard was not created as a Christmas movie, even though it is a beloved Christmas movie to many, many hundreds of thousands of millions of people. I will concede that if the writer has stated he did not write it as a Christmas movie, that it is not intended as a Christmas movie.
All right, we'll see what happens. So I don't know. I don't care what they all say. It's just not a Christmas movie to me. So, Making a Murderer season 2 tonight. Wait, Making Murderer season 2 premieres tonight? Really? I loved Making Murderer season 1. That was fantastic. It was fascinating.
I heard it was really cool. I haven't.
Really good. It's really good.
I thought it was well.
So I caught the first episode of The Rookie last night, which is the new Nathan Fillion cop show.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually was really impressed. I was not expecting to be. I mean, I love Nathan Fillion in general, but I don't know, the TV show looked like meh, but I was actually very impressed. I was very, very impressed. Actually, one of the really cool things, spoilers, it's not really that big of a spoiler, is
I'm not the only one that does it.
What?
I said I'm not the only one that spoils it.
I'm not going to spoil any important like plot thing. They dealt with domestic abuse in a they tackled it from the, oh, look, the woman is the abuser perspective. It was like a minor part of the overarching. I mean, it ended up being sort of having a lot to do with it, but that was like something they threw in as one of the things they dealt with on on Nathan Fillion's first day was, oh, it's the woman who's the abuser. And I thought that was really, really interesting. And I thought it was nice, positive, because that's one of the things when you look at like the gender discussion, which, you know, the thing that a lot of the angry feminists really refuse to acknowledge is that there are problems on both sides, and one of the huge issues is that domestic assault, domestic abuse against men by women goes largely unreported, and when it is reported, it goes undealt with. So I thought it was interesting that they tackled that particular issue.
Well, you know, and I like when they take different perspectives like that. You know what I mean? Because that gets lost so much in today's society. You know what I mean? Different perspective, different sides. It's just like it's all about.
It was really refreshing.
Haunted show, The House on Haunted Hill or something.
Yeah. I think that's it.
I can't find the post I was going to show you guys, so I'm going to try to Google it.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see. Anna spoiled The Sixth Sense for Jeremy. No, she didn't. Someone did though. So I never got to watch The Sixth Sense in its full glory because some idiot. And honestly, like Anna probably would have been the type of person that would have done that though. If I would have known her then, she would have totally just, you know, like Jeremy.
Hey, Anna, did you know Bruce Willis was dead the whole time?
Yeah, I did. I figured it out. It wasn't spoiled for me. I just knew. I was like,
oh, did you also know that Tyler Durden was both Edward Norton and Brad Pitt?
I did.
God, y'all are just spoiling everything. Okay.
I did.
Glad we have a mute button.
Like things that don't match up, and I figured I knew.
Okay, super chat. What is each of your thoughts on Stranger Things? I think Stranger Things is phenomenal in every sense of the word. I thought season 1 was perfect. I thought season 2 was damn near perfect. I love Stranger Things, and I have no complaints about Stranger Things at all. I think it's fantastic. I love every ounce of it. Jesse, Anna?
Yeah, I think that a problem that a lot of shows have nowadays is like they'll put together, especially like Netflix shows or something that comes out all at once, is they'll put together this perfect packaged first season, and then the second season is like, what the fuck were you doing? Like, where did you go from there? You didn't follow any of the things I want. And I thought that Stranger Things season 2 did such a phenomenal job of picking up where the first one left off and taking these logical leaps and dealing with things we want to see with, like, okay, what's the fallout now that Will is back, now that he's found? What's the fallout there? It doesn't just go away, you know, dealing with the psychological trauma as well as the, you know, additional issues. I very much enjoy watching Dustin struggle with the beginnings of puberty, you know, and like these things that like make the show quirky and charming that they kept, but evolved. So it wasn't just we're doing the same stale thing over again, which some shows do. And it wasn't just we're taking a left turn at Albuquerque and going off the rails. It actually like did a nice job of naturally evolving it into the next phase of the story.
What do you think, Anna?
I really, really liked the first season. I still haven't finished the second season because I was binging, and then like I got tired in one of the episodes, and I don't like waiting for the next season to come out, so I purposely haven't finished it because I know it's gonna leave me at a cliffhanger, and I don't want to like be waiting for like a year and a half for season 3 to come out. So I'll finish it when season 3 is like about to be released. So the last time I saw was when Dart ate the cat.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Bad Dart.
Spoiler alert. Spoilers, everybody.
Spoiler alert, guys.
Again, when Anna talks, just mute. I mean, I have no control. I have no power here. It's just talks, just mute, you know.
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is set to have its season 2 premiere before the end of the year, which I'm very excited about. If you guys haven't checked out that show, it's awesome. It's the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. If you like shows about Jewish families and or shows about stand-up comedians, you will enjoy that show. That's like, if you don't like those things, then you will not. But having grown up in an East Coast Jewish family and being myself an amateur stand-up comedian, I found it highly delightful.
Let's see.
It always comes on to like the trailers for it because I watch The Man in the High Castle, and so I always see the trailers, and it's completely different. Like,
yeah, I can see Jealous of Man in the High Castle when I watch Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
It's so good.
I have not watched it yet, but I will check it out. But no, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel it's light too. It's not like one of these super heavy shows, but it's so. See, Joseph agrees. It's so good. It's hysterically funny. Great cast of characters, and just so good.
And Laura Ryan stole my fanfiction story. Says Anna hasn't seen the Super Awesome Rebels finale, and I never spoil it for her. Yeah, exactly.
I know what happened.
But she's all like, just blurting spoilers out left and right. So that's what she does. So Nicholas Glenn, any news on the new season of Stranger Things? The only thing I've heard about that is I guess there was some type of controversy with the filming, harassment, or not even harassment as much as they were just saying like, I guess they were being too what's the word? I guess they felt like they were being too mean to them on set by holding them accountable and wanting them to do a better job. But again, I'm just like, don't play football, don't play sports if you can't take somebody yelling at you to tell you to do a better job. That's really what it ultimately ended up being, is what it sounded like. So
summer 2019 is the slated release date right now.
But I haven't heard any details. So that's all. Yeah, that's all I know. But I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. So
I can tell you that Sean Levy, executive producer and director Sean Levy, said during the Emmys that cinematically it is our biggest season yet.
Awesome.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice. And then Daredevil season 3 comes out tomorrow. I can't wait for that.
Oh yay!
Big football day on Saturday, so I'm gonna try to knock it out tomorrow. I do
behind on all of the Marvel shows.
Yeah, I've got a couple. I've got a recorded. I'm doing my live stream tomorrow. I got a surprise guest that I'm bringing to the channel. I'm recording a pre-recorded video with them, so that I'm hoping I can get that uploaded tomorrow if possible, but it may be Saturday when I get that uploaded and edited. It just depends on how it goes. But I'll have I'm shooting for 10 or 15 minutes tops, but it'll be a special guest. So I can't wait to show all of you that. That's going to be a good video. And so hopefully I can get some time to watch Daredevil season 3 because Daredevil is phenomenal. Let's see.
I have something super awesome going on tomorrow. I don't know if you guys know this, but I am kind of an artist and I like to draw and paint things. And there's this art store by my house and they're having this huge sale tomorrow and I'm going to buy my markers. And let me show you my markers I have so far. So these are my markers. They come in sets of 75 and there's, I think, 5 sets of them and I have 3, so I only need 2 more to complete my sets. And each set is like almost $400, but I'm gonna get my 4th set tomorrow and it's only gonna be like $200. So I'm so excited because then I only have 1 set left. So I'm getting my markers tomorrow. That's my birthday present to myself.
Happy birthday to you! Wow, that's
congratulations.
Awesome. I'm getting markers.
Let's see.
That's really cool.
Laura Ryan stole my fan fiction. Said, I think we need a live stream of Anna watching Rebels. It's a good idea. That Rebels finale is fantastic. How far into Rebels are you?
I don't remember.
It's like I mean, you've at least made it past season 2 finale, correct?
Code
Of
word.
course. I'm almost done with it. I think I have like 4 episodes left.
Okay. Oh, that's all right then. That's not bad.
I know.
Matthew McDade says, "Good night, all, and good night, Jesse. College class in the morning."
Good night, Matthew.
Night, Matthew.
I'd like to give an extra shout out to Matthew because this is a guy who does not have that much for himself. And whenever he has extra, he sends it to me. And it's amazingly generous of him. And if anyone lives around the DC area, you should go be Matthew's friend because he is such a quality human being.
Definitely. Big shout out to Matthew. So thank you all. Thank you so much for the support, bud. And have a good day in college classes tomorrow. Laura Story says, also, we need a live stream of Anna doing Jeremy's eyebrows.
Yes.
Look, Anna and Jesse can both confirm I do have eyebrows. So I do.
They exist. They're barely there. Also, his arms are like weirdly long in real life. I just wanted to point that out.
Yep, they are.
Arms.
Yep. So let me see. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I mean, we've been on for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think, everybody's enjoyed tonight's live stream. We've had a lot of fun. We're going to continue doing this. Jesse's schedule is not going to allow her to be here every Thursday, but we're going to do our best to see what we can do about doing something on Mindless Entertainment at some point too. But so for the foreseeable future, it'll rotate between myself, Ivan, and Anna's channel. And then once we can see what we can do and what this evolves into, we're definitely going to do something on Mindless Entertainment. So make sure you're subscribed to Mindless Entertainment. Make sure you're subscribed to That Star Wars Girl. Make sure you're subscribed to Ivan Ortega. They are all awesome. They're all just as much part of the Geeks and Gamers community as I am, as much as you are. We're all a team. Hope you all have enjoyed this. Laura Story says, love you, Jesse, my favorite YouTuber.
Love you too, Laura.
Yeah, and let's see. Thomas Gilkey, thank you for the super chat. Just popping in to say, hey, y'all give me inspiration every day to keep going. Thomas, awesome, man. Thomas is he's been a supporter of Geeks and Gamers longer than most people. He's been around for years. He's done a lot of things that a lot of people probably won't ever be aware of for me and for the community and for the team and the support that he's given us, and just how much, how many kind words he says to me all the time. And he's willing to go over and beyond for anybody that he considers a friend. He's a great guy, great person. And if you're lucky enough to, know him, you would know this firsthand. But he will, if you're his friend, if he knows you, if you're part of Geeks and Gamers, you're part of the team, part of the community, he will, he'll stick his neck out on the line for you. So thank you so much, Thomas. Let's see. DJ Snipes says, I'm a new follower. Well, welcome to the Geeks and Gamers community. We really appreciate that. Let me see.
And I just read in, somebody says LeBron is about to start playing. No, he's not about to start playing. He's about to start crying because that's all LeBron knows how to freaking do. Nobody cares about LeBron.
I'm sorry. Nobody cries as good as Odell Beckham Jr. His tantrum last Thursday night was epic.
Hey, I will take LeBron over Odell Beckham all day because I don't like either one of them, but Odell.
His tantrums are so hilarious. He's such a baby.
Nicholas Glenn says, Mike Zero just released a video on Luke coming back. Wow. I want to see that because Mike Zero is always. So Channing McDaniel says, good night, Jeremy. Good night, Jesse. Good night, Anna. Thanks so much. Let's see. And
I'm a Giants fan and hate Odell. That's as well you should. I'm an Eagles fan though, so suck it.
Yeah, he's the worst. So let's do it old school. Smash the melee button if you don't mind, and then let us know where you're watching from as we sail off into the sunset. Again, thank you for all the support. Spread the word. Let everybody know. Common Sense Crew is here. It's not an echo chamber. You heard us arguing and debating. This is not going to be a situation where we're all just going to be repeating the same things. We all have different opinions. That's why we're all here together. We're going to be debating each other. We're going to be challenging each other because I don't like it when people agree with me. So it makes it for a more entertaining setting. And I like being held accountable for my opinions, and I like holding other people accountable. So we've got people from Arizona, New York,
your homework, Andrew Rogers,
Nebraska, Minnesota, Atlanta, Vista, California.
From Philly.
North Carolina, California. Anna's laying smackdown on LeBron. Florida. I see Nicholas Glenn, but I'm not saying it. So Chicago, Indiana, hyperspace. Let me see. Kentucky, Dallas, Boise, Idaho. Okay, well, that's going to wrap it up. Everybody, thank you so much. Have a great night, and we will see you next week over on Ivan Ortega's channel. For Jesse, for Anna, and for our brother Ivan, you guys have a great night, and we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.